Hey everybody, I am Miss Nicole Tyler, aka Sexy Clean the Ruler. I am in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, hello, welcome to this episode of Car Chronicles. Again, I am your host, Miss Nicole Tyler, aka Sexy Clean the Ruler, and I am in the building. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Today is February 20th, 2020. Okay, I'm still having problems with saying 2020, y'all. I know it is crazy, right? Now, this blouse, y'all, is too small, and I still wore it today. I did not give a damn. Okay, I am really pissed off because this is one of my favorite blouses, y'all, and I'm just busting out of it everywhere, child. But I don't give a damn. Okay, I'm off work. I'm on to my part-time job, which is right here with you all. So, and I'm still looking cute. Okay, how are y'all doing? As y'all can see, it is snowing here in Richmond, Virginia, but your girl, Miss Nicole Tyler, is so audacious and tenacious. I am here for Car Chronicles. Yes, it is snowing. Y'all see the beautiful snow? It is snowing, and I am still here for this episode of Car Chronicles. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, come on, come on, come on in the room, y'all. Let's get this show on the road. Yes, yes, yes. I am your host, Miss Nicole Tyler. Now, if you've seen the title, let me see. Do I need any more light, y'all? Do I need any more light? Because I'm looking super cute. I like the other way. So, if y'all saw the title, I think I put Tasha K in the title, Wendy Williams in the title, Lil Boosie is in my title. Who else? Did I put Rick and Rita in the title? I am renaming Rick and Rita Peaches and Herb, okay? Reunited, and it feels so good. I'm putting them, yes, I'm renaming Rita and Rick and Rita. I'm giving them Peaches and Herb, okay? I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel about those two in this broadcast right here. Come on in the room, come on in the room. So we're gonna start off with a little Boosie. And also we're gonna go back. If you all been keeping up with the Car Chronicles, I want to thank all of you all, my moderators who here. I see Battle Cat, I see Manny, who are here with me, and all of my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful subscribers and viewers who tune in to Car Chronicles. Thank you all for being here. What we're gonna do, you all, is we're gonna go back a little bit. A couple of days ago, to Dwayne Wade and his son, who is interested in transitioning to becoming a female. She's already gotten a name. Her name is Zaya, so we will be revisiting that, okay? And Lil Boosie, who has been very vocal in the last couple of weeks, he has been really circling the social media and other sites, and so I did get a little snippet of what he was talking about. So I want to play a little bit of what he said. Also in the news this week, I think it happened on Tuesday, where we had a young woman who came onto YouTube. I forgot the child's name. Excuse me. May God bless the woman. The woman is in heaven. Not YouTube. The woman came onto Facebook, y'all. A beautiful young lady out in Indianapolis. And she's passed away now, but she came out to out these two down low brothers. One of the brothers she was having intimate relations with, and I guess on this particular day they had intimate relations. She was going home. She realized that she left her phone, and when she went back to get her phone, she found the young man who she had just been with having some more intimate relations with his cousin, okay? Two males, okay? So she came onto Facebook. She said she was going to out the young man. She was going to tell everybody. She tried to extort the man. She wanted $5,000 damn dollars. And so anyway, you all, what ended up happening, these guys chased her. They allegedly, they're two cousins. They chased her out of the house. I'm guessing maybe they were yelling expletives at each other. These two guys who are cousins who were sleeping together threatened to kill her. And that is just exactly what happened. She put this all on Facebook. She outed the guys, told everybody who they were in their cities and things like that. And the young lady is no longer here. So let's get into the soundbite.
About this shit, bro. Dwayne, wait, you going too far, dog.
This is Lil Boosie.
A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have figured out yet.
This is Lil Boosie.
He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But his dick be gone. How you gonna, like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro. You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. Get to see that shit, cause these niggas, they hiding. Listen, y'all, they're hiding behind
This is the young lady who was on Facebook, and now she's not here anymore. This is her soundbite.
They're hiding. So I have been, discussing some shit with this nigga. We were doing some business, me and this dude. Now I'm gonna tell you, he did give me some head way back a long time ago. Nigga gave me some head, right? Never really talked to him like that. I had the old man. I had a lot of other shit going on, so I never talked to the nigga like that. Listen. So, I was doing some business with this nigga, right? Hold on. I had to run in there and still take my phone and run out. They chased me out the house. Hold on. Pants hanging and everything. Hold on. Screaming, Hallville, though. I said, fuck Hallville. I don't give a fuck. You need to give me some money. I'm fucking telling everybody. You niggas got some money? We Hallville. Ain't nobody fuck Hallville. Hallville gonna have to pay. Cause if not, it's a story to be told. Oh, y'all don't wanna pay? Bitch, I let you give me some head and you out here fucking niggas in their ass? Oh no. This shit's not gonna fly. No, it's not. And I feel disgusted. I've been sick all day. Thinking about how I let you suck on my motherfucking pussy. And you're over there hitting the fudge out the back of niggas. I can't stomach it. But they say you 4 East Side niggas been doing that shit. I ain't never seen that shit. Listen, I never seen that shit with my own 2 eyes. But today, I've been scorned for life. But today, I'm trying to move forward. Today, I've been traumatized. You niggas out here traumatizing bitches. Calling this phone, ain't want nobody answer. So I'm like, damn. So now I done got back over there. I done parked right up by the front door though, thank God, because they chased me out of there. They was trying to kill me. Y'all, they tried to kill me. So anything happened to me, y'all know they tried to kill me today. Them niggas. And then when I got in the car, I started talking shit. If anybody knows me, that's how I get down. As soon as I get to the car, when I get close to my pistol, I'm really talking shit now. So wait a minute. So look, I'm in here. Hold on. I'm banging on the door. I'm like,
morning at 30th and Lafayette. That's on the
This is the
northwest side of
news clipping
Indianapolis.
Our private reporter Steve Jefferson has
Minneapolis.
been there all day long talking to witnesses there. He also has the surveillance video showing exactly what happened this morning. Steve?
Police believe this all started with gunfire 2 blocks north of this intersection. They are looking at video in this case as part of the investigation. This video shows the violent crash Tuesday morning involving a shooting victim on Indy's northwest side. You can see a driver speeding down Lafayette Road before slamming into another driver waiting in the turn lane.
It spun it at least 3 times, and it hit the Camaro. It hit the Altima. So when he gets out the car in one piece, which I was very surprised, he runs over to the Camaro to make sure she was all right.
Inside the car, officers found a woman who had been shot prior to crashing.
We have one confirmed adult female who has been shot. She was transported to the hospital and she succumbed to her injuries there and passed away at the hospital.
Paramedics transported a man from another car in serious condition. Witnesses who saw it all
This is a
told
very
us that they're
sad
sick
situation.
and tired of Indy's violent crime wave.
We need to stop it and go back to days when people took care of each other, watched over each other.
People who recognize the shooting victim's car believe a controversial social media post is all to blame.
They show different things. They put different things on there that should not be on social media.
Crime Lab workers will help piece together all of the evidence as homicide investigators put together what led to the deadly shooting and crash. On the Crime Beat, I'm Steve Jefferson.
Steve, thank you. Meanwhile, tonight, Metro Police have not made any arrests or released any information about possible suspects in that case. Once they get that information to us,
we do know the young lady was shot while in her car, and I'm guessing that she, I don't know where they shot her at because I have not heard any more information on her, but I'm sure they shot her, and maybe she went out, feet was emerged onto the accelerator, and she just spun out of control and further, really took her out. That whole situation is just sad. We have been discussing this topic here on the Car Chronicles. We just, as we were talking about the other day, there are so many resources for our young brothers and sisters who feel like they can't tell nobody who they really are. And in my opinion, young brothers and sisters, please just do not walk around feeling like the world is against you because you want to transition or you are gay. Okay? Please let somebody know there are a lot of resources out here. Do not hide anything like this, because to me, if this young woman had known that this young brother was down low or gay or part of the LGBTQ community, this is just what I'm saying. I'm thinking that she may not even have engaged with this man in a sexual manner. Okay, if she thought that this man was doing these things, and even if you listen to what she's saying on Facebook, she's saying, I am traumatized, and I'm sure she is, to walk in to get her phone and to see something like that. I mean, that is very traumatizing. And just for me thinking about it, it could be traumatizing to me. Okay, so I'm thinking, just please, young brothers and sisters out there are a lot of resources out there. Do not be afraid to tell anybody who you really are, how you are feeling like this, so that we can avoid fatal incidents like this that just happened this week. Okay, now as usual, I have the phone lines open, but right now, please let me get out some of my commentary, please. Okay, so you did hear Lil Boosie's soundbite, and Lil Boosie was just saying, the little boy is 12 years old. Give him a chance to make decisions. Give his brain some time to mature. Okay, before you go. And do y'all think I need more light? Or you all okay? Let me know. Give me a 1 if I look okay, or you need me to cut the light on in the car. Lil Boosie is saying, give the young man some time to get mature, to make sure this is something that he wants to do, a lifelong decision. So you all think I look great? Okay, thank you all so much. Okay, that is what Lil Boosie is saying. And then I played the soundbite of the young woman giving her account of what she saw. And then I played the soundbite of her being in that horrible car accident where she was shot before she had a horrible accident, which it was like a 4-car accident. And she, lost her life. Okay, so you all could call in to talk about that. Not now. 804-528-7766. Give me time to get it out. I believe I put Tasha K in my title. I want to say I put Tasha K in the title because I was watching a little bit of her video today, and she was alleging that her people, I believe it was her people, told her that Wendy Williams had taken some MRIs and that she have holes in her brain, and that's why she has been coming out with this crazy schizophrenic commentary that we have been hearing from Wendy Williams, saying that 1 minute she's praising Dwayne Wade's son and Dwayne Wade for talking to his son about him coming out as being gay, and also being very supportive of the 12-year-old's decision. Then this is Wendy Williams. Then she went on another rant saying she don't think that, it is Galentine's, okay? Instead of Valentine's, it was Galentine's on, I believe it was February 13th. And that is a day when all the women get together who are single, and we just gal pal with our girlfriends. We go to the movies, or we go out to eat, or we just sit around and enjoy each other. And then I think it was somebody in her live audience who was a male, and I believe the young man was gay, and he said that he knew all about it, and she was like looking at him like, what? This is for women. This is for women who have ovaries, and we have menses, and you know, you all need to stop wearing our dresses. And she said all these kinds of things. I think that was all in the same week, and then I think she came out and said something else that was kind of disturbing. So Tasha K was saying that because she has holes in her brains, okay? In her brain. Brains with an S. That's a joke. In her brain. And that her husband, he knew about her diagnosis. I think also Wendy Williams has Graves' disease, and that he was the one who was actually helping her with her topics every day. And now that he's gone, she just all willy-nilly, not remembering what she's saying and things like that. My comment is, you know, Wendy Williams, in my opinion, you know, you need to really take care of yourself. You only live one life. You are one of the best to do it in this, on television, with the gossip and being on radio. A lot of people look up to you now that you know, in my opinion, you really don't look very well. Your husband was cheating on you for 10 years. He left you, got a break baby, and all these kinds of things. You know, you don't look well. You're really frail looking, in my opinion. And I think that Wendy Williams needs to just take the money and, you know, find something else to do. I said it. You know what? When God puts us down here, you all, he gives us so much different talents, okay? And I think that Wendy Williams has a lot of other talents that she can do. And maybe this right now, maybe God is telling her that, girl, let somebody else younger do it, who don't have holes in their brains, who husband didn't leave them. You know, girl, you the best to do it. People still love you. You still have supporters, and just go ahead on and what is the word? Retire. Okay, that would be my advice, okay? Because life is short, okay? And Wendy Williams already had a fall on the show and everything. It was very sad, and I don't want to see anything else happen to her. I'm going to send my prayers out to Wendy Williams. Also, I want to send some shout out to Nate Robb. I've been watching, trying to keep up with Nate Robb channel. She's doing book reviews now, and right now, the one that I've been watching all week is the one that she's doing on Rick James, and she's doing a very good job at that. Shout out to you, Nate Robb. Also, I want to shout out to another content creator who I've been watching for the last like 5 or 6 years, Carsino. He is very damn funny. He has 2 channels. One of his channels, I think he has like 179,000 subscribers, and another one he has like 12,000 subscribers. He is so funny. So he also did a review of Rick James' book, or Rick James stories, because he also has ties in the entertainment business. So he comes back and tell all of the entertainers' business, okay, on his channel. So I've been keeping up with him for years. He also did a story on Rick James of just stories that he's been knowing since he was a kid. They are funny as hell. Let me tell you, I've been watching and listening to Carsino all day long, along with Nate Robb, and I just been getting my damn life crying, honey. Crying, watching Carsino. So I just want to give a shout out to Carsino. He does acknowledge me when I go on his channel. He's like, hi, Nicole. Say hi, Carsino. So I don't know if he really knows that I'm a YouTube content creator now, but I just want to give him a shout out because his channel is good with talking about celebrities and things like that. Also, let's get into some what popped off. Well, last night, I didn't take too many notes on Jay Wilson and Tim Blaine, because them two has been battling each other for months. But Tim Blaine did a fire video coming at Sis Wilson. Okay, so I know you all, a lot of you all out there are subscribed to Tim Blaine. I love me some damn Tim Blaine. He was on it last night. I didn't hardly write down none of his roasting gags because I was just involved in Carsino, Nate Robb work, and trying to listen to other videos, so I didn't hardly write down none of Tim Blaine's gags, roasts and gags. But please subscribe to him. Now, what happened, what I did catch today was Rick Reed. Now, Rick Reed came on, and I forgot the title of the video, like "This Bitch Is Sad" or something like that. And so I was like, okay, so I was listening to what he was talking about, and he was saying that Rita, the baddest roaster, is a poor piss mother. You know, I'm gonna use my own words, because her daughter Lala Dime had surgery on having her gallbladder removed, or gallstones, something going on with the gallbladder. She had surgery today, and he was saying that she, in order for Rita to even find out about the surgery, that she had to come on YouTube to do a video, and that's how Rita found out about it. And Rick Reed was, you know, appeared to be very upset, saying that, you know, Rita's a poor piss mother. He said it's a shame her daughter had to go live for her to find out about the surgery. Basically, you know, that's all I had wrote down. But he was very, very, showing a lot of compassion towards Lala Dime, and a lot of, you know, hatred and upset. He was really pissed off at Rita. So, you know, and he said that Rita did acknowledge it by saying that, well, my daughter is going to be okay. She has state insurance. I think she might have put this in a chat, but somehow this is what I was hearing on the streets, that Rita did acknowledge the surgery, but said that she has state insurance, and that it was going to be an outpatient surgery. So, and Rick Reed says, you know, it doesn't make any sense. A lot of people in his chat agree with him that you should be there for your daughter. You should know, you know, you shouldn't even be on YouTube at all when it comes to your child having surgery. I mean, everybody know on the YouTube streets that Rita and Lala Dimes, their relationship is, you know, pretty much non-existent due to the husband Bill and all the problems that they have. A whole lot of family bad situations going on with the family. Okay. And so people were saying in the chat that this would give her a chance to be with her child and reconnect with her child. Okay. Also, I think I'm gonna keep on going with the Rick Reed situation. So as I was listening to Rick Reed in that same piece that he did coming at Rita, he also was coming at Chopper, and he said that that Chopper allegedly said that James Caldwell isn't a good leader. Now, Rick Reed said, well, Chopper, you're not even a good follower. You know, he says that Chopper is always playing the victim. He's always coming at the other YouTubers, which he is. And then he turns it around and, damn it on it all, says he's going to call your job. He's going to get you for HIPAA. He's going to call the law, because in his mind, everybody is talking about his status. Now, if you all been watching me, you will know that I've told you all that his best friend is the one who outed him in the damn beginning, but yet he has forgiven her. Chopper recently came out and forgave, allegedly, or it appears that he's forgiven Sean Bradley as well. Okay, for saying that he was going to send him razor blades 2 years ago in 2018. Okay, but yet he cannot, what is the word? He cannot forgive Tracy and other content creators. Okay, he hates Tracy, and he's always threatening Tracy, and anybody who is defending Tracy, he's coming at them as well. Okay. What else did he said? Rick Reed went in on Chopper, saying that, you know, the disease that Chopper has was preventable, that he is the one who chose to be a WHORE, and that now you're sitting up here with this disease and you're blaming everybody else for your piss poor actions. I said that part. And for your poor decisions in not protecting yourself. Basically, that's what he said. Okay. He said ugly and infected. I was like, well, damn. So he went the hell in on Chopper today. And Rick Reed also, at the end of the video, from what I gathered, because I had to stop the video, Rick Reed said that he had been doxing. You know, Rick Reed is a known doxer. He doesn't make any apologies for it. Everybody knows that Rick Reed doxes. And he said that he has been doxing a couple of the YouTubers in our sector, okay? And he said he's just waiting to put out whoever these people he's doxed. He can't wait to put out their damn business. Okay, that is what he said. I guess nobody is off limits. All right. All right. Then Rita came online. Okay. Rita came online because she had heard what Rick Reed said about her and her daughter's relationship concerning her not being there for her daughter, not knowing about the gallbladder surgery. And she said, well, let me tell everybody some SHIT, what you all don't know about your boy Rick Reed. Because when Rick Reed was talking about Chopper and talking about Rita, ZT was in Rick Reed's chat. Okay? Because I saw that. ZT, and I'm under the impression that ZT and Rick Reed are, they got a YouTube ship. Okay? I saw in the chat where ZT called Rick Reed Big Baby. So I'm thinking, he was like, what's up, Big Baby? I'm like, okay, all right. Rita brought out some damn emails, and she said that Rick Reed is always texting her. I mean, not texting her, emailing her all these long damn emails, and all he does is talk about everybody in the sector like a damn dog. And she named ZT, and she was like, ZT, okay, if that's your friend, let me tell you what he really said about you. So when she said that, I'm not lying, I was in shock. I was like, what the hell is going on? Because in my mind, why is people over there emailing Rita when we all know how Rita get down? Like, why would anybody email her? And I'm just still in shock that Rick Reed is still emailing her. But then I have to think about it. Peaches and Herb reunited, and it feels so good. Okay. To me, these two, they just belong together. They make up storylines together. They have each other's back whenever, and this is what I'm saying in my mind. Whenever they feel like the streets are dry, they just come up with some damn emails, or fake emails, whatever commentary, and try to get the streets popping again. But Rita said that in the email that she said she's going to send to ZT, that Rick Reed said that he does some questionable things to his little boy. Okay? And when she read, I'm not going to say what she said here, something along the lines of messing with his little boy. ZT messing with his little boy, said that's what Rick Reed said. I was in shock. I could not believe what I was hearing, because I'm thinking that these two are friends and YouTube ships, and I was just very shocked of what the email said. I don't know how ZT is feeling now. When I was over there listening to Rita, I did see ZT saying, please send me the emails, please send me the emails. I don't know at this time if the emails were sent, because as far as I know, Rita did go down there to the hospital with her daughter. Hopefully that is what she did, okay? But I was just in a lot of shock. And also I'm hearing that he said some displeasing things about Tracy and unfavorable things about me. Now, when it comes to people saying things about me, y'all know I don't care. I don't really care because I say a lot of things about everybody in this damn sector. It's a part of my damn commentary. So when people say things about me, I just, it's like a water off a duck's back. I don't pay it any damn attention. Okay. It just is what it is. So whatever he said about me in these text messages, I really don't care. Okay. These people are people on YouTube. I would have to take the Jay Wilson approach. Some of these people on here are co-workers. Okay. Whatever he said about me in these emails, I don't, it's okay. I've said things about people on the YouTube streets every day. So it does not bother me. It ain't like me and Rick Reed talk to each other every single day. I do know that him and Rita stay in contact with each other. They also come up in their fake storylines. Okay. So I'm like, okay. The only thing I can say about it, y'all, is that we don't have that on the YouTube streets, where we have a boy-girl team coming up faking storylines. That's why I'm calling them Peaches and Herb. Okay. Now I said it. So whenever either one of them come up with commentary, I'm just think that it's fake and that this is what they do. If they not interested in being credible, I guess that's why they have the docs to show that they're credible. But it's not like, in my opinion, I'm gonna have to go ahead on and reference Tasha K in this situation. Tasha K said that beefing don't really make you no damn dollars. Okay, so if you are serious about being here on YouTube, and that's all you got is faking storylines and keep on sending each other emails and starting all this drama, to me you can just take that energy to Hollywood, and maybe they'll listen to some of these fake storylines that y'all coming up with. I said it. I'm not very interested in that stuff. Okay, that was 2018, summer 2019. I am in a whole new place in a whole new year. Get into it. Okay, basically I have leveled up. Okay, whether I'm in my car or wherever the hell I am, mentally I'm not where y'all two are at. I said it. So I don't care what y'all say about me. Okay, I said it. All right. All right, I think, okay. Now, you all can call in 804-528-7766. Now, also what came to me today is that there is a damn video of Fab Babe in her damn underwear. I mean, Fab Babe. So if you all have seen this video, I've seen the video. She looked like she was happy to show her legs and that she was in her underwear. This is not nothing new from Fab Babe. She also was somebody screenshotted some pictures or something when she was in her kitchen in her underwear, and it got out. She was very pissed off. But this time, I guess she pan the camera down there so you all can see. I guess this is for her male fans. Okay. Hello, this is Miss Nicole, Tyler's Car Chronicles. What is your comment on any of the topics today? And also, I just want to let you all know, you all did see me in Wiley's chat this morning, and it was lit. Okay, I do have a comment on that, and I will talk about my comment after this phone call. Hello.
Hey, Miss Nicole, how are you?
I am great. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. It's Ness, and I wanted to call you to comment on Five Babe. I wanted to make some comments on her because I was watching it. So I've been watching her lately, and I don't know if you watch 7 Stars or not, but 7 Stars made a video that was very interesting because 7 Stars calculated like the money and everything. And listen, I know they say not to count pockets, but this was necessary because when 7 did the calculations, Miss Nicole, Five Babe got $24,400 for vacation. When you count 107 people and that $200 registration, right? Now, Miss Nicole, have you not noticed this I almost cursed. This lady, she is online with these hairstyles. Okay, you notice Demi didn't do the last hairstyle because when she was going to Demi, she was getting a homie discount because that's Tracy D's daughter, so she had to pay full price. So now she got that money. This girl done got herself a brand new hairstylist. Demi, please catch the tease because when they got money, they forget about you. And she got herself a living room set. She went to Victoria's Secret pink website, and she went ham and brought herself so many pink jumpsuits, Miss Nicole. The last couple lives, she had so many different pinks on. And if you fast forward to last year,
she had on a robe, baby, too.
Lil Mama was in white beaters. Lil Mama had on them City Trends undershirts on the $5 rack. Lil Mama was not rocking them pinks every other day with different pinks on, okay? Not only that, this girl is going insane. She is losing it. The money is making her freaking crazy, Miss Nicole. This, if you watch her, she is almost manic with power. She has doused herself with this 24,000 that's not going to last forever.
No.
She has doused and immersed herself in this money to the point where now she is literally online talking about people throwing shots. She's doing that thing with no bulletproof on, no gear on. She doesn't care because in her mind, she is bathing in this money that's not going to last forever. Now, because she charged and she received 24,000, Miss Nicole, on when it comes to vacation, I would really hope that she spends enough money to where those people don't have to pay anything. Like
Right.
we're going to Taste of Chicago, they should not have to pay for their meals, Miss Nicole. They should not have to pay for their meals. If they have to come out of pocket for a hotel, come out of pocket for all that other stuff, and then have to pay for the services, then what? You can see she's spending their money and she's showing it to y'all. It's in your faces. This girl
Yeah.
is sitting over here showing you her nails. Miss Nicole, she's low-key you. The thing about it is you live that life she's living with this 24,000. Because Miss Nicole, every time we see you, you are done up, nails done, different wig. It's like, what's up? You understand?
Okay.
But back in the day, with mosquito bites, you seen it all. The lips were so dry, it looked like two old pieces of great bubble gum that was stuck
Yeah,
on
she
the
looked a
table in the
mess,
classroom.
yeah.
Okay. And not to mention, Miss Nicole, if y'all go back to her last live, I need to really look at this girl and whoever. This is not Five's words when she is doing her lives. Somebody is orchestrating this live. They are writing things
Well,
for her
I
because if you
heard
notice,
James Caldwell say that. He said that she got a ghostwriter now.
and let me tell you
And
something, it
whoever
will
they
show
are,
itself.
they suck.
It will show itself even
They
more
worse
if you
than
look at
me,
that. Like,
and I can't. And they worse than I am. And it's like I've been at work for 10 and a half hours. So sometimes I am that fresh brain. So you all please forgive me. But if I had a
Miss Nicole.
ghostwriter, come on now. If I had a ghostwriter, I would be that Wendy Williams, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now this is after I get off work and I'm coming to you all the best that I can. But this girl is at home all damn day.
And you
And
don't
she
need
got
a
a
ghostwriter, Miss
ghostwriter.
Nicole, because you have your own innuendos. You have your own little things that are just so cute and it's catchy.
Well,
Like,
thank
you
you,
know,
but
people want to know what the finger is and all that stuff. You have your own thing,
at least
so
I
you
am
don't
at
need
work
it.
all day before I come to you all. So I'm not as fresh and quick with it with the words. But if she got a damn ghostwriter, he whoever they are not doing a good job. They need to be fired.
Before I go, Miss Nicole, let me just mention this about the ghostwriter. If you look at her last live, right? Like, if you go back to that live, watch how this girl is reading the information as if somebody sent it to her, and she is super excited that she received this information. She is not speaking to us as if this is her words coming from her mouth.
Yeah.
She is speaking to us as though somebody sent her this, and it's getting her excited because she got them. She got somebody who gave her some good info. It is just, we want to know the real her. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is a boy. Oh boy, I almost said it. This is a store bought, and y'all can fill in the blanks. Okay,
Yeah.
so at the end of the day, it's like, come on now, you're not, whoever this is, it's not real. And when that money run out, let's see what happened at that point, because she's gonna be back to the begging.
But see, also she has a responsibility if someone is ghostwriting for her to proofread. You proofread anything anybody gives you, okay?
But you have to be able to proofread. She's dumb, Miss Nicole. So in her mind, her proofreading won't yield any results. She'll still make mistakes.
All right, let me take the next call. I want to thank you so much, Ness.
Have a good one.
Y'all subscribe
Bye.
to Ness No Mess. Y'all subscribe to Ness No Mess. Hello, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment on any of the topics? And also, before you speak, I want to say that yes, I was in Wiley's chat this morning. When I got there, I had missed the TSCC point that he was supposed to have been talking about that was in the title. But when I got over there, some of the callers started going in on Tracy. And they were taking up for Babe Nation and taking up for Fire Babe. And I mean, it really got on my damn nerves. Like, I mean, it don't make no sense that you don't have none of the pieces. You don't have none of the hearts and roses and all the other people. You don't have none of us going over there and bombarding her chat or bombarding her phone talking about us. And so I think that it is very disrespectful. These people people, you all were called a lot of names, and I agree with these names because you all supposed to be talking about TSCC. And so you all are so clouded in your damn mind for the love of, for this woman, that you all are calling all the shows talking about somebody else, and that ain't even the damn topic. Okay, so that's how I felt. Yes, caller, this is Nicole Tyler's Car Chronicles. What is your comment on any of the topics we're discussing at this time?
Well, I'm gonna stay on topic, unlike your first caller. How are you, Nicole?
I'm doing fine, Terrence. And Terrence, you are one of the ones who I was very disappointed with this morning.
Why?
Why? Because
I didn't say nothing wrong.
Yes, you did, Terrence. You're supposed to be talking about TSCC, and then it somehow is segued to your love for Fire Babe.
No, because if you, the girl who had called ahead of me was talking about Fire Babe.
Well, why do you got?
That's why. That's why.
Are you a monkey see, monkey do type of man? I don't care about the other person. Are you a monkey see, monkey do? If somebody else talking about something, you can still stay on topic. Be the change you want to see. Okay.
I can stay on topic.
But I'm just saying, Terrence, you know, I just was like, what in the world is this coming up against Tracy? And you did say that you watched Tracy. So when Tracy have her phone lines open, please express all of these things to Tracy. And then it is, hold on.
Tracy ain't gonna let nobody.
And then it isn't, hold on, Terrence. And let me tell you something else, Terrence. I found it to be in very poor taste to call into Wiley's show and to say that he has all of the bottom of the barrel YouTube content creators in the chat. I
didn't say you, Nicole.
I didn't say you said me. But it is in poor taste, because if these people are bottom of the barrel and you're watching, are you bottom of the barrel as well?
No, Nicole. I never said your name.
I didn't say you said my
name. I called those content creators out that was in his chat. And you can say, Nicole, was I wrong? All the content creators in his chat besides you were bottom of the barrel.
But what defines bottom of the barrel? And why do you know if they're bottom of the barrel, and why are you watching?
Because they are the constant BSers, the S-starters, the liars, the drunks. Kwani, drunk, Tracy, a liar. He's surrounded by the type of person he is. Birds of a feather flock together. Okay, that's why they all in the same chat together, except for you. You notice I never said your name, Nicole.
But what did this have to do with the topic that he had on his platform?
Yeah, today? That's what I was calling in to talk about. And I was sitting online forever to talk about the topic, but while I'm sitting online talking about the topic, you know, your platform, Wiley's platform, is the safe haven for Fire Babe haters. This is their safe place.
Well, look, this is what I'm gonna say.
They come and they go over to Wiley's show. That's those two shows and Tracy's show. Those are the safe havens for the Fire Babe.
Terrence, this is Black History Month, Terrence, and I think that again is very disrespectful for you to come out and put other content creators down, because you do watch all of these content creators. But let me tell you, you need to be the change you want to see. And if you got all these negative things to say about the content creators, it is you who should say positive. You speak it into existence. Power is in the tongue.
Think somebody should tell the truth around here?
It don't matter if it's the truth or not. You can change what you want to see. If you saying these things about these people that you don't like, you can speak positive things about them or something. I mean, everybody has something good within them that I know that you have seen, but you would rather keep on speaking and harping on something negative. So I'm telling you, I am for the truth, but at the same time, a person is not gonna get better if you keep on harping on negativity, Terrence.
You gotta call it out, Nicole. You gotta put sunshine on that.
But Terrence, you always say negative things. Come on, change it up. Change it up.
Sunshine is the best disinfectant, Nicole. You have to call things out. When you see it,
but you call it out every time.
That's what's wrong with the world.
You call it out every time, Terrence. According to you.
More, you wouldn't have all these people on here referring to black females as B's and H's.
But you always call it out, and you never have any solutions for anybody. And you think
I did give them a solution. I told them to stop lying, stop hanging around the people they hanging with.
But are you gonna say that to Fab Babe? You cannot say that to these certain bottom of the barrel people, as you say, and not say it to Fab Babe. It's not fair.
Not bottom of the barrel. You're Fab Babe's not bottom of the barrel.
She lies.
Bottom of the barrel.
She lies.
You're not. I could tell what a person's actions, where they are in life. You're not bottom of the barrel. Fabe's not bottom of the barrel. Jay Wilson's not bottom of the barrel.
But let's talk about the lying.
Tracy is probably.
Let's talk about the lying. You just said that some of these people lie, and I just told you that Fab Babe lie. Do you think that I'm lying when I say that?
I say, no, I don't think you lie.
All right, then lies. It goes to then it refers to the whole sector.
Some people lie knowingly, and some people lie without knowing that they tell a lie, but they'll come back and correct it. But some people, like Tracy and Wiley, they knowingly lie. They set out to lie.
All right. Well, let's steer the conversation to the topic, Terrence, because you know that's how I do. Thank you for engaging in this conversation about the Wiley show this morning. Are you listening to my show? Did you hear any of the topics and the sound bites that I played?
Right. The gentleman who was going in on Dwayne Wade. I think that we should, people should educate themselves, because being homosexual is not a taught behavior. It's not a learned behavior. Scientists have long proven that gay men have different, more lesions on their brain than straight men. That's a scientific fact. Ooh. You are born that way. Scientific fact. So everybody out here with their opinions and stuff don't matter. Mind your business.
I have to look that one up.
Yeah. No, you ain't got to look that. Again, look it up. It's a scientific fact. And it's been a fact for years and years now. And the fact that most black people don't know it is sad. It's sad.
Yeah, I never heard that now. They have lesions on their brain.
That way. There is scientific fact that gay men have more lesions in their brain than so-called straight men. Okay. That's a scientific fact.
Well, do you know? Can you lead us to any? Is that in a book or article or something?
You probably can go on any Men's Health journal. I read it in the Men's Health Journal.
Okay, all right.
I read that years ago. Like that information is so old.
Okay, I've never heard it though. So, and I'm sure a lot of my listeners and viewers and subs haven't heard it either.
Yes, being gay there's a science to it. It's not a learned behavior. It's not a taught behavior. You are born that way.
Okay, did you listen to Rita and Rick today, or you just or and
Peaches and Herb?
Yeah, I call them Peaches and Herb.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, because they always doing things together. So
Rita and it's sad that he had to go in on her to get her to get up off her butt and go see about her child. That's pathetic. Yeah, that's sad and pathetic.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she had gallstones. That's something serious. And what else was we talking about? There was something else I wanted to say.
Also, let me see what else. And Chopper always is acting like a victim when he also is coming at other people as well.
I don't pay no attention to Chopper.
Okay. And also your girl got a video out of her showing her in her underwear again.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, people walk around in bikini. What's wrong with that?
All right. Well, let me take the next call. Well, thank you so much, Terrence.
All right, take care, Nicole.
All right, bye. Woo. All right, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
I see you having a good show today.
I'm trying. What is your comment, Yamin, and how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I hope everybody's good. Um, um, the, what was your topic? Could you
Well,
refresh
we
me,
talked about
Nicole?
Lil
Sorry.
Boosie. Lil Boosie thinks that Dwayne Wade needs to
Oh
hold
yeah.
off, and it's good to be supportive, but don't chop off the you know what, because he
Right,
does, because he's
right.
still 12 years old.
I heard little Boosie rant. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it, but I just thought that it was ignorant as a whole. But I do agree. At the age of the Wade's child, that there should not be any surgical encouragement at all. That's as far as I go. But I definitely would support the child's decision to transition with the assistance of counselors, because that's normally how it takes place anyway.
Well,
Like
how long do you think the counseling should take place? How many years?
some counseling I have known to take place among 7-year-olds. So I guess it's more of a parental decision, because that's who the child is in the guardianship of. So yeah, I would just go with the parents and what they believe.
But what do you think about the young lady that died, that was murdered after she was with this man, and he had just did some things with her, and then she come back to get her phone, and now he's with his cousin on the down low? What do you think about that?
And she was a mom.
Do you think that's going around? That's a lot of that going around with the down low men and not telling the women, or what do you think?
Yes.
Because she said that it's a lot of, she's been hearing about that going around in her town, but she had not experienced that before.
Yeah, the DL, the down low. Some people define down low by or DL by down low. I define it by double lifestyle. That doesn't, you see what I'm saying? That doesn't necessarily mean the same thing. You have some people that's so discreet, let's say, with their, so private with their lifestyle. That's different than people living a double lifestyle where they have like a woman set up or a wife set up, and that whole thing where they're showing the whole world that they're, or what they're trying to put out to the whole world, that they're heterosexual, when really they may be bisexual, or they may just be gay, faking it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's really unfortunate that it seems like it appears, or seems to me, that a lot of people who are part of that of your community, that they still have some insecurity with themselves with coming out.
Yeah, and they were even
really
they
sad.
part of their own. They're part of their own isolated, marginalized, fringy community, because they're definitely not among open homosexuals like myself, who could never even be called closeted, no matter what my detractors would say, because I define myself as homosexual or same-gender loving. But yeah, I saw two pathologies going on. The pathology of a possible double lifestyle, and the isolation, the depression. I think that whoever killed that woman was mentally ill and needs help, and I think that she messed with the wrong people. I heard someone say,
I don't agree with that part, but go ahead.
Okay. I think that they were mentally ill, and I think that she triggered them in a certain way, not just because of the exposure, but that's one thing. But the whole extortion aspect that people are ignoring, or glossing past, as if it's not criminal or as if it was right. In no way, anybody, if you ever catch two people that you don't personally know about their sexuality, no, that does not give you license to try to extort them for money. And the whole part about her,
I don't think that don't lead to mental illness.
I didn't say it led to mental illness. I just think that they were mentally ill.
No,
but
I
it's just my assumption. Because I can't see what sane-minded person would kill somebody over that. But
yeah, no. That don't even make no sense, because if you look at recent history, you have had a whole lot of men kill their wives and kill their babies because they were messing around with other women.
and they're normally called crimes of passion, but this wouldn't be a crime of passion. Plus, I wouldn't consider someone that she only said ate her box. She only said Yeah, she didn't even mention no relationship attached to it, no emotions. So I'm just going on like with the video, like of her rant,
But would
like
you say crimes of
what
passion
that put out.
equates to
So I don't
mentally
even know if there
ill?
was any connection. Like
Would you say
deep.
crime of passion equates to mentally ill?
Yeah, no, I didn't say that.
No, I'm
I said it
asking
wasn't.
you.
I said I wouldn't consider this a crime of passion. I didn't say it equate to mental illness. I said mental illness was the aspect I assumed because I don't see like what sane minded person would go out and do this type of crime. It
But
just don't make
I
sense
just gave
to
you
me.
examples of
Yeah,
history where we've had many men kill their wives and babies and everything and they were cheating, and the woman or the man who they were cheating with threatened to expose them, and they go and kill the whole damn family. And you say
right,
that's a
right,
crime of
right,
passion, and I'm like, okay, crime of passion,
right.
mentally ill. I'm
I
in my mind. Are you? You said you're not
I wouldn't
saying
equate
that.
the two. I just wouldn't.
Is
But
it me? It could be me.
no, it's just a disagreement, a civil one. So no, some people are going to end on one side and some people are going to end on the other, and that's just kind of how topics fall.
But hold on now. You saying that because she wanted to extort them and all these things and expose them, we don't know if it was them, but somehow it led to somebody shooting this girl. But you saying that
no,
that could be
I
perceived as
can tell you
mental
what I'm saying.
illness.
Not that it did. I'm not speaking in such certain
Is
language,
it me?
but I don't think the extortion helped, and I can see how it could. I'm just using possible terms. How it could trigger someone and make them even more angry than just being, let's say, exposed in that neighborhood when someone goes on Facebook and do that and then wants to extort you. I also
But
think that it's
mental
question.
illness don't. In my opinion, I want to leave out the mental illness because we already had a discussion on this channel about people using their mental illness when they do crazy things, and then they say, "Well, because I'm manic and I'm mentally ill or I'm bipolar," and they giving an excuse. And I don't agree with that.
Okay, that's fine. I just sense mental illness, but it may not be there. You know, it may not be there. It may be there.
Okay,
It's
I'm
not
so okay.
to me. I'm not so stuck on that. But for the final point. With the men on the DL, they have a lot of different mental problems and stuff like that that they have to deal with, and they need to be out of the closet. I heard some people say that the closet should not exist. Actually, I think that it's reasonable that it should exist for younger people, but for the life of me, I don't understand why adults are in the closet. I don't understand that. That doesn't register with me. Somebody had said,
Well, you said they're living a double lifestyle.
yeah, yeah, that's if they are, but why would they do that? You should be, when you're an adult, you should be free, and open about your choices to give other people a choice.
What about selfishness?
That too, selfishness too. Like these people are selfish. I would never say that they're unselfish. That's a very selfish.
My
Lying,
needs, my passion,
misleading people. That's a very selfish thing. Yeah.
It's all about me, my needs, my passion, who I want to get down with. It's about that NUT. Me. F you.
It comes down to the me.
Me. I don't think they got to do with no mental illness, or I think it's just selfishness.
Okay, and it could be for some.
It is.
But yeah, it could be. And I think it's a lot of factors that's involved.
But that's probably number one.
But for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, and that's physics, Newton's third law.
And it's selfishness.
All right now.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too. Bye. Call back, caller. I'm gonna answer. I think mainly too there's selfishness on that. There's selfishness on their part of anybody who would put themselves first, not think about their families, not think about their hygiene, not think about they just all of it is thinking about them to the point where they don't care. And that is why their behavior is so reckless. Reckless behavior. Hello? Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, how are you, Wolverine? This is Nicole. What is your
Oh,
comment on
Jesus.
anything we're
You were
talking about
loud in my
tonight?
ear.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm
Hi
talking
Nicole, how
loud.
you doing? You
I
know this, no,
apologize.
no problem. I had to turn it up too loud. I guess I messed around and pressed instead of turning the volume down when y'all were talking, I turned it up by mistake. Bless Yamin and Terrence, but we need some drama. Come on now, y'all. Come on, bring the drama. Me, y'all coming on the line. So, today's my Friday, so I did have a glass of wine. So let's talk about the issue. Really there's not that much drama going on a YouTube street today, but Nicole, what you want to get into? I don't know too much about Rita, and then you mentioned something about ZT and Rick Reed. They have something going on. ZT wants to sit down on Rick Reed's team and cross his legs. We all can see that. And I did address that in your chat like a couple of lives ago. I said, girl, stop it. He said you're not his type of gay. Don't come out there, man, call that man baby and stuff. Child, it don't make no sense.
Yeah, I was really shocked at that. I was very shocked at that one. I was shocked at that because I thought that they were cool. I thought that they had a YouTube
This is ZT model. This is ZT model. ZT, I like you. You're okay with me, but I got to speak the truth. This is what I do. ZT is attractive to anybody that can deepen that voice up, sound like a trade. That's the top, because ZT is the bottom. Clearly, we know that.
I think all of them are bottoms.
After that person.
No, I said all of them say they're bottoms. No, they're tops. They say that they're tops, but I think they're bottoms.
I don't think Rick Reed was a bottom.
Okay.
I think ZT, well, that's what ZT is trying to do. So he's trying to meet up with Rick Reed. They're trying to have a love affair, and hopefully it stays off the chat line. But anyway, let's talk about. No one put Jay Wilson on the menu tonight.
Well, no, I did. Because I missed last night, so I did want to bring Jay Wilson up because this plate is full, and basically we've been talking about Jay Wilson. We know that he says everybody's a co-worker. In my opinion, when they had that panel discussion on Bama Girls channel.
Okay. Let's talk about that, Nicole.
Oh my God. Yeah, I just felt
you
like
brought up her name. So
yeah, no, I brought up her name because I did watch it, and I just felt like they did not hold Jay Wilson to the fire. Jay Wilson walked away unscathed. He basically said he's gonna do what he want to do, and he don't really care about them. And so it's really the ball is in their court. And if you ask me, because QB is a man, Jay Wilson is a man, and it appears to me that it appears to me that QB likes older men, so that's why he just cannot let Jay Wilson go. That's what I think. I think that he just cannot let that man go. So Jay Wilson is going to continue to play and toy with QB's feelings and emotions.
Okay.
That's what I got to say for us.
Bama Girl, since you brought up. Okay. Well, that's a good viewpoint. But Bama Girl,
that's one of them.
I subscribed to Bama Girl when I heard that they did a panel with 5A, Jay Wilson, and maybe QB as well. Oh my gosh! I logged on to the panel. Everybody just saying, "Who gonna start first? Who gonna start first? You start first." Bama Girl, this is your channel. No, you start first. Bama Girl, come on, get it together. All people's on your panel. You are the host and the narrator. You should have known the story, what was going on. You should have started off. That's what a host do. When you host a panel, you start it off. You look like an amateur. And then please get your camera right. Your camera was like, you say you work in a funeral home. You make a lot of money with that insurance money. Get your nice camera, a 5G phone. They come out with new phones every year. They with your Samsung or iPhone. Because it was just like low budget to me. And I'm so used to saying Wally camera. Bobby got an okay camera. Jay Wilson got a nice camera. Nicole, you got a nice camera too. And you're in a car. My God. You know what I mean? So come on, Bama Girl. Get your cameras together. But anyway, can we pray for Mr. Van? Because we haven't seen him in almost 2 weeks. So let's take 1 minute of silence. Okay, silence is over. So let's talk about 5A. When 5A was talking about earlier today about gay stuff and this and that and 5A, I want 5A to host a panel because she cannot speak. I mean, she speaks on her upbringings of what her mother, grandmother, and things like that, what they went through. The reason why so much stuff is going on right now in the news media about homosexuality, people being themselves, people coming out, because it's becoming more acceptive. People are accepting of someone else's wish to do what they want to do. Love is love. You love who you want to love. It wasn't easy when you was growing up in a black neighborhood with a black family when it was strict. You know what? If you look at the culture who's on ease with the gayness, it's the black culture.
But how do you, but Wolverine, how do you feel about those ones who are abusing the love is love privilege, or and maybe privilege could be the wrong term. The love is love. Everybody has that right to love who they want to love, but then you have men out here being on double lifestyles or down low, and they're out here still messing with women, not telling women that they are down low or gay or bisexual, and they're doing things like this even if they're messing with their family members. How do you feel about the abuse of the love is love
I don't know
campaign?
about the family member. Maybe Nicole, we don't know. Maybe they were cousins during marriage.
Well, we're going to go by what that lady said. That lady said that. That is the fact that she said. But how do you feel about the abuse of the love is love campaign by people like that? And apparently there are many. Apparently there are many of people out there abusing and being reckless with their bodies.
Okay. All right. So I do not agree with a guy sleeping with a guy and then going to a female and not explaining to the I don't have friends
the
like
ramifications.
That. Not explaining to the female that you in this type of. I don't have friends like that. I got one friend who got married on me with a woman, and I told her, I said, what are you doing? So your ex-boyfriend is your roommate, which is your godson, and your wife is in another bedroom, and then when your wife is at work, you sleep with your ex-boyfriend. I say, you got to stop that. I don't have people like that around me, so I do something about it. But with that situation, wrong is wrong. It's wrong on both sides. A death is really wrong. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to weigh each of them. But I don't believe in.
But you know what? I'm going to say this, Wolverine. I'm not gonna say that I don't agree with the young lady's actions as far as saying I'm gonna extort you and things like that. But I do think that lady have the right to speak crazily out of anger of what she saw. The lady said she was traumatized
on social media. Oh, you go to a psychologist for that.
But who do you know go to? I don't know anybody that go to psychologists. We know more people that go on social media than go to psychologists.
Okay, what she did was foolish and ignorant.
She did do foolish, but that is what you do when you're upset and crazy. You say things that you really don't mean. You say things when you are shocked. You say things when you are traumatized.
That was you don't blackmail somebody and pay $5,000 when you.
Go ahead.
The thing is, Nicole. Those two guys was bumping and grinding in their own private dwelling, right?
Right.
Now, it sounds like gangsters, heavy gangsters. I don't know what she's involved in drug activity. Now, she went in there uninvited. No one told her to go in. I'm not justifying that they killed her. I'm not doing that. It was wrong for them to use violence towards that woman. You know what I mean? I don't agree with that. That was wrong, and they need to go to prison and have life in prison. They need to have the death penalty. They made the wrong decision, but they was in there in a private dwelling, bumping and grinding, and she went in there. Once she found out, she left, went to social media, threw out a ransom on social media and said, give me $5,000. She sent a text message, and then when they didn't do it in an hour, she went to social media, so she said she gave them 2 hours. That was wrong to do. Where was your friends, your kikis and your girlfriend to say, hey, get off live right now? What would your family members, your brothers and sisters, if you had any, say, get off live right now? Do not do that. Get off live.
But just because she said that and she did not get the money, apparently she did that and she did not get the money, that don't give you the right to go and shoot the girl.
It did not give you the right to go shoot her. It's just an awkward. It's not an awkward situation.
And normally when you try to extort somebody, normally when you try to extort somebody, you don't extort them and tell everybody on YouTube that you're extorting a person. Normally it's secret. So was it extortion or not? Was it blackmail or not? Because it was
figure this out.
open. She told everybody that's what she said she was gonna do. Normally, when you extort people, it's a behind the scenes. Nobody even know what's going on.
Now, Nicole, let's
Is that
talk
right or
about this right
wrong?
now too. So you got I'm not gonna be colorist. I'm not colorist today. But you got two black males bumping and grinding, poking each other, and then a black female walked in, not shocked because she got ate out by one of the guys years before. It was years, not yesterday. It was years before, and she was shocked. It's not accepted too much in the black community. If it was a white community, maybe that white girl say, "Hey, let me join in. Hey, just give me a blunt. I'm a smoker. What watching y'all?" I mean, I think she should have did that for her to save her life. Because if she said she had to run to her car, you should say, "Oh no, oh y'all do what y'all do. Let me join y'all. Just I would have joined them to save my life because it seemed like it was serious when she saw them because they got mad and upset. Like she saw somebody murder somebody in New York City. In Manhattan or something. I don't know.
Apparently they were, because they were cousins, she said.
It's just a sad situation. I pray for the victims, and I do hope they bring justice to the people. Each party made a wrong decision. Unfortunately, somebody had to lose their life over a stupid decision on both parts. That's it. We cannot be on. I can't be on nobody's side. But we need to be more open to understanding the DL, and DL need to be more open to the women and say, "Hey, I like guys too, but I want to have a baby and I want to have a wife and kids. Would you be accepted of that decision?"
And look, and Wolverine,
marriage or whatever.
Wolverine, and let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. What we've been seeing on the YouTube streets, we know there are women who are in love with gay men. So it is possible for a bisexual woman to want to be with a gay man. So, or down low gay, it don't have to be down low. So we know that there are women who are accepting of that behavior, but you just have to find someone who's gonna love you and who wants the same thing with you. There's nothing wrong with that if you find that person, but if you are deceiving somebody,
attacking the DL or the gay guy, maybe we can have some open conversation about it. But let's talk about it. Can we give Jay Wilson some super chats to watch his laundry? Because I saw him did a live in a green shirt. He went to sleep in a green shirt and woke up in the next morning.
No, I won't be giving no grown 50-year-old man nothing. I don't take care of no grown man.
And my last thing I want to say about Nicole, I thought you were going to type me too. I did go to Water Chat and I was talking about, but I was giving advice. I was talking about Silent Alliance. He didn't see it, but I'm just saying you be careful because when those callers were talking about everybody else, I being all the other people, but when they start talking about Tracy, he intervened and interrupt. I say, come on, Waller, you got to be on your own. Your own show. The people feel like this is a safe haven to call in. You're building a small alliance. You just don't know it. You don't see it. You won't see it because you want yourself to be right all the time. But I'm just an observer. I didn't attack Tracy today. I just.
But I'm gonna answer you, Texas. Give me one more minute. This is my issue when it comes to people attacking Tracy. They are attacking Tracy on the same things that they should be attacking Fababe. That's my only thing. If you're gonna say Tracy did these things, the same things that Fababe is doing, you need to lump both of them in the same damn sentence.
What things that Fababe did that Tracy did? I didn't associate nothing because even when I was looking for a Fababe video when she was drunk and she said that somebody messed with her child, I saw the video when Tracy was talking about her child. It's there. It's still there. Tracy never deleted the video. It's there. And
but that's the only problem I have. That's the only problem I have. If you're gonna be attacking a woman and calling her all out her name and character and and when you got other women, I'm gonna say women who doing the same thing, I just lump all of us, even me, in the same damn boat. Just attack all of us together. I don't like that. All right, let me let you go, okay?
Okay, Nicole. We're gonna have to continue this conversation.
All right.
So hello everybody. And I want to give a shout out to. Let me give a shout out to Suki. Give a shout out.
All right, Suki.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
Good evening, Miss Nicole. How you doing?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. This is Craig.
I'm gonna try to get that. Okay, go ahead, Craig, because I
Yeah.
gotta. I be so slow with the phone, with answering the phone. Go ahead, Craig, real fast.
Nah, it's okay. Your calling is the best on YouTube, so it's not. You're doing a
Oh,
great job. Everybody want to get in. You know, it's like going to the
yeah.
club,
I'm
VIP.
coming, callers.
So,
Okay, get your point across so I can answer the
all right.
phone.
So, Miss Nicole, this is what I got to say. Now, the only thing that I can't. First of all, I wanted to make a comment on the brother that called in earlier because the brother was saying something about how he doesn't understand how adult men can still be in the closet, and he was saying how they need to stand in their truth or whatever he was saying. Now my thing about that, is it not now, Miss Nicole, let me ask you directly, Miss Nicole, is it not the same thing when an adult man cannot come to terms with understanding that the word gay means happy and it also means homosexuality?
Right, it's two
But because you can't
definitions.
come to terms with that, you sit here and you want to call it some other newly made term. As a grown man, why can't you? That I feel like it's the same thing. Because no matter what you say, gay to a lot of people means just what it is. But you're not comfortable in that word. So you want to make up a new term and call
No.
yourself that. And then when people say they don't know what it is, you want to tell them to look it up as if everybody knows what that term is. Don't everybody know that? I definitely didn't know what that meant. Did you, Miss Nicole?
Well, no, but he had it. He told us, enlightened us on the show a couple of weeks ago.
He enlightened y'all, but he enlightened you all after assuming that you should already know what it was and to look it up. It's not like he gave the enlightenment ahead of time. But Miss Nicole, I do see that you're fancy that man, and it's not a bad thing. It's like I do
No,
see that
what I
you
want.
are happy with his calls.
What I'm
You
no no
know,
no. I'm happy with everyone's calls except the ones that appear to be attacking people. I don't like that. But what is your comment on anything that we're talking about tonight?
now my other comment that I wanted to
So that
mention
I
is
can answer
about
the
the
phone.
Five Babe situation.
Okay.
Now, Miss Nicole, all I gotta say is, as far as I'm concerned, Ty Babe has definitely, she's off the Richter scale, and all I got to say to that is, I am waiting for Fication because I did notice that she's been talking about a Mr. Call. I'm not familiar with the Mr. Caldwell, but I am going to start looking at the videos, trying to get a better understanding. I need to understand what it is because from what I'm seeing, she has this type of gutter retaliation that she wants from him, and she just
Oh, I don't know what happened. The phone hung up. Sorry, call back. Maybe it's too many people calling in at one time. Sorry about that, Craig. Maybe my phone got too hot. All right, this is Texas. Sorry, Craig. Sorry about that. Call back, okay? Hello, this is Nicole Tyler. Sorry about that, Craig. What is your comment?
Okay, my comment is this. I'm getting sick of hearing all these gay men call in trying to make excuses for them being down low or whatever they have going on, because that ain't got nothing to do with a straight woman like me. I don't see them having the same energy when they go out here and mislead straight heterosexual men, and those straight heterosexual men kill those transgenders or whatever they want to call them. I see them taking up for. So why is it not the same energy? But y'all got so much sympathy for this woman that was misled by some niggas in there screwing each other that want to be selfish because they don't want nobody to know. This ain't no mental illness
No,
and none of that
I didn't
stuff.
see it as
None
mental
of that.
illness now. And then you know what? And let me keep it real. So I did see somebody in the chat said something about that she tried to extort them for 2 hours. Like that don't to me that ain't even a real damn extortion. But okay, I
No.
mean that's just my opinion. It could be y'all. We love everybody. That's your opinion if you feel it is. But at the same time, she went online. She said what she had to do, and then what? How many hours later before she was shot and killed? And
Exactly. My
so that
thing is,
person could have made the decision not to shoot the person.
the thing is, they need to stop trying to put whatever secrets they got on. We don't have to deal with that. And like I said, gay men got that stuff real bad, thinking we supposed to accept whatever they got going on. I don't have to accept what you got going on. And that's just like with the alphabet community. I'm black. That's enough. I go through enough as a black woman and just being black, period. I don't care who you want to lay down in bed with. That ain't important. That's not important. It's more important stuff in life. I'm not going to sit up here for one. I'm not a part of your community, so I don't have to go along with it. I don't have to respect it because you surely don't respect the women, especially the black women, because they too busy trying to sit up here and replace us. No, I ain't lying. No, I'm not lying because that's what it is. Every time I look I see so many disrespectful gay men out here, just outright disrespect. I go out in public, I got gay men looking at me up and down like it's a problem. What's the problem? I didn't do nothing to you. But they the first ones. And I want to know this. Why are they always trying to enter heterosexual women's spaces? Because I never really hear anything too much about the women that want to be men trying to enter heterosexual biological men's spaces. I really don't hear that. It's always these black men always saying we should let them in. Let you in for what? You are not a woman. Period. I don't care. You can wear your wigs, you can get your thing cut off, whatever you want to do. You are not a woman. And I'm not saying making you a woman means having a baby, because no, that ain't it. It's a biological thing. Because when your body is laid up on that table and cut you wide open, they're going to see exactly what you really are. Because you were not born with what a woman has, period. And they sitting up here trying to justify to my, oh, well, she was trying to start. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. The fact of the matter is, for one, like she said, she went back to get her phone. She was already at that house. They didn't open the door. She said she simply pulled on the door and it was open. She just thinking she going in to get her phone. She catches them in an act of being doing sodomy up in there. I mean, why you gonna get mad at that? It is not my issue. I don't give a damn about it. Ain't no homophobia. No, it's heterophobia out here, because every time we can't say nothing. We got into everything you talking about. That's just like Dwayne Wade, his kid. 12-year-old, doggone well. If that man didn't have no kind of money or status, we wouldn't even be hearing about it. I want to know, why is it so, what is courageous about somebody coming out and talking about they want to be something else? What's courageous about that? I want to know, something to me is courageous when you laying down your life for somebody, or you out here fighting for a real cause. Ain't nothing courageous about you saying, oh, I want to be a woman. Oh, I want to have sex with the same gender. And I don't want to hear nothing about nobody trying to compare homosexuality with black problems, because they got that real bad. Black problems ain't got nothing to do with you wanting to be gay. So we're not even going to combine them two. And every time, it's always a gay man that wants to speak on it. It's always a gay man that wants to speak on a heterosexual woman. You are not a woman. A woman has you, is what happened. A woman has you. I don't have to accept nothing. You're not going to sit up here and make me go against my morals.
I'm going to give you 15 more seconds. Go ahead, man. 15 more seconds. They not making me
feel comfortable. They don't make us feel comfortable. So why do I need to sit up here and go against my morals and my beliefs to make you feel comfortable? I don't know you. I'm raising my kids like they need to be raised. And that's it. That's all I got to say.
Thank you. All right. Well, she made a lot of good points. You made a lot of good points, ma'am. All right, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
Hello.
Hello, what is your comment?
Hey, Nicole, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great.
I just want to say I am so sick and tired of Wolverine calling into people's platform, trying to control their platform. Wolverine, stop saying Tracy name. We are so tired of you trying to build an army against Tracy. You are so annoying. If this is your off day, you don't have business to take care of your off day. You don't want to go out. You don't want to go somewhere else. You be on YouTube all day with the same rhetoric. You are annoying.
All right.
Okay, Nicole. And I also want to say, there is, I see that the gay guys are getting a lot of slack for like what happened about the situation, but you have to understand there's also a lot of DL women. It's also a lot of women that are married that sleep with women, and it's so common that nobody never ever brings it up. But as much as it's gay, it's DL guys, it's so many women that are married to guys with families, and they go and sleep with their friends, sleep with women, and go back home, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No. It is something wrong with that, but it's just right now that ain't the focus on what's going on at the present time on social media. right
Yeah, but
now. I mean, it is something wrong with that. But what we're saying is we're talking about the young lady who, you know,
I
went
mean,
in.
I definitely think that was wrong. I don't feel like she shouldn't have got killed about that. But I mean, I felt like she shouldn't have went on social media and boasting about that. I feel like she ran, but and she said everybody knows me. I run to my car and I talk shit. So when she said that, I mean, I don't know. I feel like she made a stupid decision, and I feel like they made a stupid decision.
Yeah,
So
but
I
it
mean, I'm
cost
not
it.
taking any side.
Yeah, it
I'm not
costed
taking
her her
any
life,
side,
and
but
it cost her her life. But when it comes to social media, let's just keep it real. We're not gonna act like a lot of people are not putting crazy stuff on social media. So at this day and age in 2020, going to social media is the norm. Let's just keep it real. Whether we like what we're watching or not, it is the
and
norm.
that's
So what she did was
yeah.
normal to go to social media. That let's just keep it real. Everybody's recording people all day long, putting it on social media. So unfortunately, you all, what we're seeing is the norm. So she did the norm. What and unfortunately, black killing blacks and
Yeah,
all that is kind of like the norm too. And I wish it would stop because it's taking lives, and no
it
one
is.
wins in a situation.
It is, Nicole. And also, I mean, you can't go on social media and just tell people's business. And, like, to be
That
honest,
is
we don't
what we
know
do
if
all the
them guys
time in
have
that
family.
sector. Like,
You can't get on social media laughing and blurring out somebody's business and just go on about your way. You don't know how you ruin somebody's lives. And at the end of the day, a person is going to get rid of you before they let you ruin their life and their reputation. So
but
you
we this
have
is
to
what
make
we
smart
doing in our
decisions.
sector all the time though. So what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
I
what I'm saying
understand
to
that,
you is
and I
that we should
understand.
not do it, but it is done. It is what is the norm now. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
and
that it is normal.
yeah, yeah, I understand that, which is why I could never be a content creator because I feel like the YouTube life is a YouTube life, and you all play dangerous games. I mean, it's cool to watch sometimes. Sometimes I cringe, but I could never ever do that because I feel like it. I would rather not because it's real life, and I feel like this is some entertainment. I just leave it at that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And Wolverine, go do something. Go have fun. Go enjoy yourself. You said it's your weekend off. We are tired of you. You are annoying.
All right.
Stop
Well,
saying Tracy name.
thank
Bye,
you.
Nicole.
Bye. Thank you. All right. Finally, I got you on. Hello. Hello. I got you on. What is your comment? This is Car Chronicles. Nicole Tyler. What is your comment?
I have a few comments, but did you check your Cash App, Nicole? I sent you a Cash App.
I have not checked it because I don't have it on my phone where my phone blings like everybody else does.
Oh,
So I apologize. I'll check it though. I'll check it.
okay. Just
And
want to make
thank
sure
you
you got
so
through. But
much.
no problem, of course. And everyone else, $ 703P, right, Nicole?
That's right. Thank you.
Everyone go donate. She put on a show for us. If you're watching, donate, please. You can give a few dollars to get what you have, but
That's
donate
right.
something.
Thank you so much.
No problem. So now onto my comment. I'm very disturbed by this and a lot of the things I hear people calling in. I honestly feel like when it comes to men and also gay men, they're just privileged in our society. We're as men just privileged in society, and I feel like people always look to make it the woman's fault. But if you look at this case, legally this woman was right. Now what she did that was wrong was blackmailing them. That's a crime, and if they had an issue with that, they should have went to the police department because blackmailing somebody is not punishable by death in this country. So
Good point.
that's not a proper excuse. And also she wasn't wrong because she has freedom of speech. If she wants to go,
All right.
she can't defame somebody, but if she sees something with her two own eyes, what she did, she has every right to say it, and she also has every right to go online or any platform and state it as well. She has the First Amendment, which is her freedom of speech
All
and
right.
also freedom of the press. Legally, she can say what she wants to say.
That's
So
right.
people need to let that go. She
That's
can say what
right.
she wants to say.
Thank you. Thank you. What? How do you feel about what Lil Boosie said? Did you hear the sound bite that I played earlier?
Yes, I'm gonna answer that, and I just want to put one more part on that. I also heard someone say they were in their own home.
they were being careless in their own home because they had a visitor over and they didn't even make sure that she left and the doors were locked before they started throwing down.
Right. Yeah, they the
They're
ones
not the
was careless.
victims. They
Right.
traumatized her.
Right. She was traumatized. After I
Right.
believe that didn't is it me or did she say that they had just got through having sex as well?
She said they had in the past.
Oh, it was in the past. Okay, I thought they
Yeah.
had did something that day and then she left and came back.
No.
Okay,
They were
okay.
doing a business transaction. But
Okay.
But you know, but on Teresa showed a part of her video on Facebook Live, and it sounded like she said you gave me a, and then she said you gave me a HEAD. So I don't know if he gave her AIDS in the, you know,
I
or
think he
you know,
went
she has
down
a
on
new.
her. That means that he went down on her.
He did, and he may have done more than that, but she may not have wanted to say that because she didn't want people speculating. And she also has a new man now, which she may be lying to. And this ain't to make her look bad, but I'm just saying, you
Yeah, well,
know,
we only going by her video
what
and
she said exactly.
right.
So, but what we do know is they had some sort of sexual encounter in the past. She didn't know he gets down with men, and now she unfortunately found out, and that's why they killed her because she told.
Yeah.
Bottom line. So now on to, and they were absolutely wrong. They need to be thrown in jail. Stop excusing that BS, people. So now on to Dwayne Wade and his Lil Boosie and his comments. I'm with Lil Boosie because that boy is too young and he needs to be grown to make a lifelong decision like that. And honestly, I don't even know if that's his decision because the parents are benefiting. They're getting a lot of attention from this, and they very well could be putting that in his head.
Yeah, I don't even, in my opinion, when you go to therapy, and you know, could be my ignorance. Okay, I'm gonna just say I could be sounding ignorant right now. To me, when you're getting therapy, it says that it signals that there's something wrong or something that the parents can't figure out or they need some extra help. So we have had a caller call in and say, you know, they are in favor of that child getting therapy. To me, no. If transitioning is not anything wrong with it, then why get the therapy? To me, the therapy is your parents. To me, your therapy is the love. To me, is that the therapy is your environment that you're in. So
right.
I don't at 12 years old, it's not like he's out there killing birds and cats and taking people's lives and cutting himself or herself and things like that. To me, just because in your mind at 12 years old you think you want to have a transition and things like that, to me, I don't think it need to be no therapy because there ain't nothing wrong. That could be me though. I would say I am your therapist. Come to me. Because that's what, to me, at 12 years old, that just could be my ignorance. I don't think you need no therapist. To me, I'm your parent. I'm the one who bathes and keep you clean and give you a roof over your head. I'm the one that, you know, take you out to be with your friends and all this stuff. Talk to me. That's just me as being a mother.
And you already see there a sad thing that could be enough with them trying to go as far as to transition him and then make it like a public spectacle. That's foul. But that's what they're doing because
it's horrible. Go ahead.
They're getting more publicity than they ever had. And honestly, I know some people really want to transition, but if you think about it, transgenders make up under 1% of our population. So honestly, if the everyday person isn't doing it, and all of these different celebrity kids we can look at who are doing it, I think there's something to be said about that. I think honestly, something about that lifestyle or possibly the parents' influence is making the kids do this because I don't believe every one of these Hollywood kids wants to transform. I think some of them are
really an agenda. To put
it's
that
an
in the kids,
agenda.
put that in the kids' head. To, like I said, it's a distraction to take them away from their studies and what should be really on their mind. These are kids, and they should be treated as kids. They should be living a kid's lifestyle. You know, going to the movies, doing things. Trust me, trust me, you can never go back to being 12 years old again. You're gonna be an adult longer than you're gonna be a child. And you know, we should encourage our kids to be kids. Encourage our kids to not think about transitioning and things like that. It is just horrible what's going on in our society. It's sad. Go ahead, Cole.
In my closing comments, instead of them exactly trying to go to the movies, they're worried about cutting a 12-year-old's penis off. what type of child had that, and I don't even know if he wants that. They very well could know he's gay, and maybe they're putting it in his head, oh, you're gonna be a girl now, and he's just happy to, be accepted and just going with it. We don't know, but if that's really his decision, then he could make that as an adult. He can't make that as a child. As a child, you're too much under everyone else's influence. You don't pay bills, you don't do anything.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not sending my child to no therapist to talk about that when it's really not important. I said it. And at 12 years old, I'm your therapist. See, and I come from a black household, a single black woman now, divorced. I don't have millions of dollars. I have to work for every dime that I get. Even with me being here, I'm actually working. I said this is my part-time job. So I don't have all this money and all this wealth where I can just sit around and think about stuff that don't really mean anything. Okay.
Right. But luckily, you have the wherewithal and the get go to get up and get it, unlike Jay Wilson, who will sit on here for hours with no job, begging for money because he really doesn't have anything but a damn high school diploma and some sort of printout of a fake online college, trying to act like he went to Harvard or somewhere. He needs to sit down.
Went to Harvard. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. The cash out.
Have a great night, and everybody donate. I can't say that enough. We have to support our content creators, and especially our black content creators, and up those lights. All right.
Thank you so much. You have a great night. Stay warm.
You too. Love you, Miss Nicole.
Love you. Bye-bye. Well, thank you so much for waiting. This is Miss Nicole, Tyler's Car Chronicles, February 20th, 2020. What is your comment on anything that's going on YouTube streets and what's going on with our topics
Nicole.
Today? Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Miss Nicole. The men be on fire. I've never seen so many men that are long-winded. Good God Almighty. The women, we want to call in too, men.
Okay.
Shout out to y'all, but the women want to call in. I was like, good God Almighty. And Wolverine does talk about Tracy a lot. Just obsessed at this point.
They're
Stop,
fans.
Wolverine. I don't think you realize how much you talk about Tracy.
Yeah.
You wake up and go to sleep talking about Tracy. Good God Almighty.
Fans. They are huge fans of Tracy's.
They really are.
Yeah.
That's what it is right now. It's fans.
Right.
So I did want to touch on the topic about the lady going in and seeing the two guys, having sex. My thing is this. Once I would have saw it, it really would have freaked me out. So I probably would have went home. My first thing wouldn't have been to go to social media, but had I gone to social media, I don't think I should have lost my life for it.
Yeah.
However, when you're dealing with these guys, these gay guys, and they're on the down low, they don't know their sexuality. They're so uncomfortable with it that they'll go out here and lie. And then I think, wasn't the guy in prison or whatever that she had dealt with?
See, I don't know.
He was dealing with the cousin, something like that. But
okay.
My thing is I wouldn't have thought about extorting them. That wouldn't have been something that hit my mind. I'd have been so freaked out seeing what I just saw. There's no way. And then I'd have still been freaked out thinking, okay, I done saw them. He's always acted as if he was just a heterosexual. So there's no way. I probably would have got out of that city limit. Because I don't know. It's something about those people, they tend to click. Vice versa, women or the man, And at that moment, she put her life in just turmoil because these guys, they didn't want to be found out. It was evident they didn't want to be found out.
And
so
too, ma'am,
she played Russian roulette with her life.
Too, ma'am,
really
of course I'm gonna agree with you, but it's not even just down low men. It's men and women who are cheating on their spouses, and then when the lovers threaten to expose them, they kirk out and kill them. This is heterosexuals and the LGBTQ. This is what they do. They are very selfish. They think about themselves, and a lot of
cowards.
They are cowards. They're selfish. They think about their damn selves, and a lot of them too. They kill them damn selves. We have some that kill themselves.
They were
They
cowards.
just kill whole families and all this crazy stuff. The act that they're the ones out there committing and doing these things to their bodies, to their wives, or to their male partners. And then when the people who they're cheating on want to expose them, they go crazy. What the heck? And I'm not gonna say it's mental health. I'm not gonna do that.
No, it's not mental health. None of that. None of that
selfish.
right there was mental health. That was just selfish.
It's selfish.
And they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Right.
And that's what that was.
And they think that it's a sense of entitlement. Like who are you? That I gotta put up with this bull crap.
They'll try anything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it was wrong. And now as far as like the Chicago person, I feel like Bama Girl didn't ask enough hard-hitting questions that people wanted to know. I think she skated around, and I think Jay Wilson skated around because he knows how to play. He knows how to play that role, and he knows he's hanging with people that aren't smart enough to see when he's running from a question, because
they didn't ask him enough questions.
He out-talked every last person.
You're right.
So, and he knows how to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And now that he's a minister, but he doesn't mind people calling him pastor and pastor. But now all of a sudden he's a minister.
See what look, ma'am. You see how I'm cutting you off, and me and you going back and forth, but I'm cutting you off, and you letting me talk, and then I'm letting you talk, and we cutting each other off. That's all it would have been with me and Jay Wilson. It wouldn't have been no.
That's right.
It would have been time I hear the deflection coming, the line coming out. It's a cut off. Well, why this happened? Well, why did it happen? That don't make no sense. Are you doing this? Are you? That's all it would have been with Mr. Nicole Tyler, because I'm not gonna allow that to happen. Like I don't understand. Something is wrong with their listening and comprehension skills. Cause I was falling in the damn sleep. Like, are y'all gonna let this go on?
Right.
Like
and that was another thing. Like this morning when I was listening to Wiley's his show, I want to know who is the mod. Did you hear about that? The mod that was VS's mod, that she was a millionaire. Her family was a millionaire, but no one knew about it. Yeah, no one knew about it. No one in I guess her camp knew, but she was a millionaire. And that is puzzling. I know the lady called in today and she was saying that she went to school with one of BS's mods. So it's just funny, but she said that she hangs out with Brianna, but no one knows who the person is. So I would like to know, because that's interesting. That's interesting.
I don't know.
Because we know she doxes everyone. You know, she doxes everyone. She doxed. So evidently she didn't dox her team, but that was something interesting. I would want to know, who in the world is that woman? And also about QB. QB said what he said about Jay Wilson, and that's what he felt about Jay Wilson. At the end of the day, these are two men. They are two men. One is a little boy, and one still, I don't know. But
I told you.
They're males. As Kwani would say, they're males.
Did you hear what I said earlier? Did you hear what I said earlier?
What'd you say?
I said that QB is attracted to older men. So he's always going to be taken advantage by Jay Wilson.
Yeah, but he called that man a whole the P word.
That don't matter.
So I'm thinking.
Look at these men's actions. Do you think that matter?
That don't matter to me. I've never seen anything like that. That was just so shocking to me. I was like, wow, you really gonna let that go on? But that was big, Nicole, because I know other people want to call, and I was calling.
Thank you so much.
I'm not gonna be rude.
Thank you so much.
All right, Nicole.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
See, look, come on now. Look at what's going on in our sector. When the men are going at it, they barely get a tap on the wrist. They can call each other PANs and every small weenies, whatever. They don't let me say that. Oh my God. OMG, Nicole Tyler said this about them. They go in. So what she's saying is just not it's something that's not out of ordinary. Hello? Okay, hold on. Let me get you in the car. Hello, this is Nicole. What is your comment?
Hi, Miss Nicole. How are you?
Hello, I'm great. What is your comment?
My first comment is, I've been listening to some of the comments that some people have been making, over the live, and the negative comments or the seemingly homophobic comments that people have been making. That is the exact reason why we have DL brothers right now. They don't feel comfortable telling black women that they're bisexual or gay.
Well, let me cut you off for a minute. Did you hear my point that we have women in our sector that wants to get with gay men? So these whatever these men feel this way, that don't have anything to do with the women or the perceptions are. Some of these men just want their cake and eat it too, like we have said.
Well, I mean, I don't know that. I don't know whether I don't know whether or not someone or people or women in the sector are attracted to gay men or not. I don't know.
I just told you.
Well, I don't know that for sure. I deal off of that. I mean, that's an opinion. So I don't know that for sure.
So your opinion. So you said that the comments seemingly. They seem, or that is your opinion. They seem like that. Okay, that's just your opinion. They really, in my opinion, they're not homophobic. They don't seem that way, but in her eyes, it does. I just want to make that disclaimer.
Right. So we're not arguing. You just have one opinion. I just have another. That's
I just don't like it. But go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am. I don't like it.
And regarding the Bama Girl interview that happened with 5A, QB, and Jay Wilson. I just think that QB and 5A were quiet because they were absorbing the shock of the fact that someone, meaning Jay Wilson, that they thought was their friend, was literally telling them on screen that, no, I mean, you two are just my co-workers also. So what it made me do is look at Jay Wilson, even though he always talks about, he has co-workers and subcontractors and he does this strictly for a coin. I didn't care for him even originally, although he expressed himself and told the truth about who he was in the beginning. I really didn't respect him after. It was on 10. I super did not respect him after the Bama Girl interview because he's a quote unquote pastor, right? When you're a quote unquote pastor, part of your ministry is connecting with people, forming relationships with people. Part of being a good content creator, like yourself, Miss Nicole, is connecting with your audience. Connecting with your audience. So I think he should maybe find. I think maybe he should find another gig, because if his only reason for being on YouTube is to collect money and not develop relationships and not be relatable to his audience, if his only reason is to sit in front of a camera and get money and cash out, why be here? I mean, what's his value here? I think content creators.
Let me give you 30 more seconds.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think content creators should add value. I think you sit on here, you interact with your audience, you give a little bit of your audience gives a little bit to you, we all walk away with something. What Jay Wilson is basically telling people is he's just fake and phony. And it just, after the Bama Girl interview that he did, it just made me even feel that okay, he's more fake than phony. So that's all I want to say.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I was, and she's gonna look back at the video, and to me, I'm like, is this girl is she just tuning in to Jay Wilson? Like, I'm like, this ain't nothing new. Everything she's saying is almost like she act like it's new, and I'm thinking, no, this is him all day long. That's why I was like, sometimes it's like redundant when you say things over and over on your channel. Everybody else is saying the same thing over and over your channel, and then when you hear it back like it's brand new, it's like we on season 10 and this person is on season 2. Nothing of not not trying to disrespect her. Okay. Yes, this Nicole Tyler's Car Chronicles. What is your comment?
Good evening, Nicole.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. So first I want to say that because everybody's going to try to come back and make a video about how homophobic you are, and that is not true.
Oh, no, I'm nowhere near homophobic. Oh, no.
What, as a straight Black woman, I can't speak for everybody, but I'm going to speak for myself, and I'm going to say what the LGBTQ community needs to know is that no one is saying don't love who you love. Love who you love, but don't be down low. Down low is what is causing all the problems in the Black community.
Ma'am, if you listen to my commentary, I said, yeah, we all have that right to love who we want to love, but if you are on a down low, then it can be seen as abuse, like not abuse, but like the love is being attacked by people who are being by not being honest with themselves and not being honest with their partners. So to me, it's being attacked. It's like you got one bad apple spoiled the whole damn bunch. So that's what I'm basically saying. But I don't care what people want to turn everything around because a lot of people are insecure with themselves. Okay, yes, ma'am. Continue with your thought, ma'am. I'm sorry.
And then as far as Jay Wilson in the 5'8" QB Battle Girl panel, Jay Wilson has taken back that he is not a pastor. He is now a minister. And everyone on here knows he's not no pastor. And he can't be taken serious. Nothing he says should even be taken serious. Should he stop making content? No. Make content for those who enjoy watching you. But everybody knows that he's a fake, a fraud, and a scammer.
Right.
And as far as QB and 5'8" accepting his apology or whatever that was on the panel, they did that for clicks and views. They don't see it for Jay Wilson.
Right. It didn't go anywhere. We're still at square one. It was for clicks and views for Bama Girl. Even 5'8" came out and said, "Oh, I don't think I even got 1,000 in the chat." Like they get so enamored with people having thousands or 1,000 in their chat, and I'm thinking I'm in other people's chats that got 20,000 in their chat, and I'm just like, what is wrong with these people? But okay, if that's how y'all think, okay, fine. But to me, it didn't get anywhere. Jay Wilson left. He came in with his agenda. He left out with the same agenda. And QB and 5'8" are still sitting there feeling like they've been disrespected.
And they should feel that way because he did disrespect them.
He disrespected them, and he said, and I don't care about it. And they did, and they had a meeting about it, and they let him still walk away with it. So to me,
he tried to over talk and talk in semantics and say that he didn't mean it this way, but it's like this. He was saying he didn't say it, but then would turn around and say it again.
I do what I want to do on my channel. I will not be censored. I have who I want to have on my channel. I will not be censored.
And then in the same breath, he
I'm
was
a grown man.
And I did not bring Wally on to hurt you. And it's like you just said, you have anybody on there and run your show. Anyways, I get Jay Wilson needs to quit. Everybody can see right through
he
him.
is really like a real crooked pastor, like crooked pastors, y'all. They do a lot of wordplay. They do a lot of semantics, and that's why I can't stand it. Whenever I hear it, you hear me even with y'all. If I even think y'all are going down the road where y'all trying to play mind games with me, I cut you off real quick, and I hurry up and ask the damn question because I know where you're trying to go. That just could be me. It could be me and the way my mind works. But me and Jay Wilson, I'll be cutting him off the whole damn time. Y'all be like, well, let Jay Wilson talk. Hell no, he won't be up here making me go to sleep and making y'all go to sleep on my channel. Cause that's all he gonna do.
So Nicole, tell me, what are your thoughts? And then I'm gonna let you go. Do you really think that Fi Babe is gonna go through with this vacation, or do you think that she's gonna come up with an excuse why it can't happen, and then everybody's gonna be out of their money?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It's too early to tell. Now, even though I have said in the past that this may be something that she may do, I really don't know. I really don't know. And her behavior this week has been really off. That's just my opinion. She's always off, but this week has been more so. Maybe I was paying attention to her this week, and she's just been really off. I don't know what's going on with her.
No, I haven't watched her today. I'm gonna have to go back. I didn't
watch it today, but yeah, I didn't watch it today.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicole.
Okay, thank you for calling.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye. All right, call back. I'm coming. Call back. Here you go. Hello, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment? Hello? Hello? I don't know. Let me see. Hello? Oh, that other call failed. Oh. Hello? Hello? I'm getting too many calls at one time. Too many calls. My phone is just, people are really calling in. Hold on, you guys. Hello? Hello? I'm doing fine. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you in the car, because I guess it might the same two people keep bumping heads, and then it might not even come through anymore. Hold on. Hello? Oh, Lord. Hello?
Yes, hi, Nicole.
Yeah, hello. I'll just take you like this. Okay, what is your comment? Because it just too many calls coming in.
Okay, as far as Jay Wilson is Jay Wilson. He's shown who he is. I don't know why anybody at this point is surprised about anything he says or does, because he clearly lets you know he's here for, the coins. So it's not about friendship. It's not about any of that stuff. It's not about emotion. It's not about loyalty. It's about his coins. So why people expect him to be any different or want to believe that he's going to be any different, I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying when that caller was on the phone and I was making all those faces. I'm like this is Jay Wilson. I don't even know why like the young lady that called, she just said this was only for clicks and views because they didn't get anywhere with the conversation with some damn Jay Wilson.
Right. So I just think, at this point, if they're just doing it for views, but if you're emotionally entangled in a relationship, trying to have a relationship with Jay Wilson, you are wasting your time. So
thank you.
that's just a whole mess. And the thing about it, he's clear about it. He doesn't lie about it. He's not trying to hide it. This is about his coin. So
right.
why are people even, going with the pastor thing? That's just such, it's just such garbage. Because, the other thing about it is if he's a pastor, yeah, that's scary. Because I don't know any pastor that I would want to follow that has the mentality he has. So it's very interesting to me to see the people who are willing to follow him or watch him under the guise that he's a pastor. Like he should be held to a higher standard, but he's down in the gutter. So whatever. I really wanted to talk about the whole thing with the woman that got killed. Excuse me. I watch Armand and I watch Meek at Night, and it's.
Oh no, I'm just trying to see if it'll come back in the car, but it won't. I'm gonna have to clear it. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have to say, other than finding you messing with a child, finding you messing with a man, my partner, the person that I'm with or sleeping with, is probably up on the scale of traumatizing things for me. That would be really high up there. And so, should that woman have gone on social media? Yeah, it's the norm. Everybody does it. But I just think in the moment she was so shocked and traumatized by the whole thing that's what she did. The extortion thing was totally out of bounds. But even if she didn't extort them, she saw something. And that doesn't mean they wouldn't have still came after her anyway.
Right. I believe they would have came after her anyway.
Exactly, because she saw what she saw.
Right.
So she was a witness and she could tell somebody else, and that was their whole thing. She put it on public blast. Okay, that was, whether you think she should have did it or not, the fact of the matter is she saw what she saw. And to them, not wanting that information to get out was, why they went out.
But I think that it was out of revenge that they went head on and killed her anyway, because it was already on social media. They didn't have to kill her. Everybody already know. So why go ahead on and kill her? They wanted to kill her. Once they just wanted to, out of revenge, out of vindictiveness, out of hate, out of anger, out of being exposed. A lot of people would do things because they are exposed. They will kill themselves. They will kill their poor innocent children. They will kill their wife or their male partner. All of this because of something they have done. And this is what we got going on out here in the streets, whether it's with gay or straight. They're out here doing these things, and it's selfishness.
Did you see Armand speak on it?
No, I have not watched Armand, no.
Okay, because Armand's thing was, we don't owe you no explanation and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, what? You don't owe an explanation to the person that you are having a sexual encounter with? That really?
But see that's why it's some type of entitlement.
Right.
Because it's just like if I'm married and I have a damn husband and my husband cheat on me, then in Armand's eyes, my husband don't have no right he don't got to tell me anything. Is that what he's saying, or is that just applies to LGBTQ? I need to know. I needed to be furtherly broken down.
I don't know.
Is that what we're getting out of this? Because if we're heterosexual and a man cheats on us, then they don't got the right to tell us anything. But if it's them, they don't have the right. I mean, they don't have the right. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yes. And I don't know if he was talking in the context of because it was a casual sexual relationship and not a committed relationship. I don't know. But he was like, yes, nobody owes you an explanation. Okay, well, that's his opinion. That's not my opinion, but okay. And then Meek at Night, she had an experience where she came across somebody that she had been dating for months, and then kind of she didn't find out for sure, but it pointed into the direction that the guy that she had been with for months, I think it was like 7, 8, 9 months, was down low. And he didn't tell her, and then he just cut her off and wouldn't even talk about it. So, you know, this is a really big issue for me as a Black woman, being with somebody who is down low. I mean, you know, I guess a lot of people have experienced
you know what? I mean, it's what I don't like about it is they take that from you. What they take away from you is you're being able to decide for yourself if you want to still love that person. Because like I said, I keep pointing out that what we got in this sector, it seems like it appears that we have women who don't mind being in that kind of relationship. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what she said.
You take that from me when you lie to me. It's almost like you're lying to me and you have misled me, and you've taken my right to make a choice.
Yes, it's a deception. Absolutely.
Deception. And so that's what I don't like about it. That's, you know what, this ain't for the conversation, but I'm gonna say this. Why I used to get pissed off because I'm a brown-skinned woman. And I would have the guys pass me up and go with the light-skinned woman or the white woman or the Spanish woman. And I would get so pissed off because I said they don't even know I might be a good person. They didn't even give me the right. They took that from me. And they just assumed because I was brown-skinned that I'm no good. And I still get upset about that. You know, not that I'm crying or crazy about it, but I'm just saying. So I'm saying this in the same context of a down low man who's dating a straight woman or a straight woman because he's apparently bisexual, but he does not let her know or let him know. He takes that from her, and it's not fair. I'm gonna give you one more minute because I gotta see what's going on in this car. But go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, and I just think everybody is so into themselves and not caring about what they do and how it impacts others. As long as they get what they want, they don't care how it affects you. They don't care if you're traumatized over the fact that you're cheating and you may be cheating with someone of the same sex. Well, you know, that's your problem. Because,
right.
You know, it's their choice to be free. No. You know, it's about accountability and responsibility,
right?
Which is something that is really sorely lacking.
But okay, I'm gonna let you go because I gotta check this phone. I want to thank you for your great comment. You got a lot of good points.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
So then the question becomes, you all, is it me or is there a sense of entitlement? That I don't have because I'm a woman, because I'm heterosexual, I don't get the special preferential treatment. I deserve to be cheated on, or I don't got the right to know that my man is cheating on me. But if they want to be down low and all these things or whatever, then they have the right not to tell you, and it could be me. Hello? Oh, this thing is just going to act terrible. Hello? What is your comment?
Hey, Miss Nicole.
Hello. I'm sorry, my phone, my Bluetooth is acting up. I got to figure it all out. But go ahead. What is your comment?
Well, I want to say that the show's been great. I've been really enjoying the comments and enjoying the topic. I think you officially have the hottest call-in in the game right now.
I think that we really try to make sense out of nonsense. I really do think that we're really trying here. We're trying to come up with solutions. We're trying to reach out. I think that, you know, when it comes to the 12-year-old, I feel that somebody in the chat said, I did see somebody in the chat say, well, therapy is good. Therapy is great, but I'm my own therapist to my children. I want to be the first therapist for my child. That just could be me. You all can send your children to everybody to talk about your business, but I want to keep my business with me and my child. I want to establish that relationship with my child. That's just how I feel about when it comes to therapists. Go ahead, what is your comment, ma'am?
Well, Nicole, I had a couple of things to say, but since you're on the D-Wade thing, I guess I'll...
You can say any of your comments. Anything is fine. I mean, any of your comments.
Thank you. What was pressing on my mind was the lady that got shot down in Indiana. I feel like she got a spirit of that TMZ, and it just went bad. You know, I don't fault her for running to her social media, because as you pointed out and as others have pointed out, that's just what people do.
Right.
And you have people and entities like TMZ and the Shade Room who do it every day and pay people. You know, people are actually rewarded for exposure. You know, and I think this lady, you know, fell into that spirit where she thought that she was going to expose these people, get paid for it, but she did it with people who weren't safe. You know what?
I'm thinking that really she knew she wasn't gonna get paid, because if it was a real extortion, it wouldn't have been on social media. It would have been handled behind the scenes. So I think that she was just agitating them. I think that she was very upset and traumatized and angry about what she saw. So she just put 20 on 10, 10 on 20, or whatever how you say it. And she just furtherly made them upset. And I don't think that she thought it would cost her life.
I mean, the guy isn't a lawyer. He's not a carpenter. From what I heard, he's a drug dealer. Who in their right mind play with a drug dealer? I think that's why she thought the extortion thing might work, because he was probably like a really big, popular, you know, dealer in the neighborhood. That getting out would be really catastrophic for him. So maybe he would be desperate enough to put at least 2,000 on it. She asked for 5, but who knows? I think she was really testing the water there.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't really take it as real extortion.
The fact that he was a drug dealer, and I saw a picture of him somewhere. He's actually a nice looking dude. I wouldn't, off rip, I wouldn't think that he would be down low. So I could understand her trauma and her surprise, and you know, walking into that. But I think the bigger conversation here is what this spirit of exposure is doing to people and how it's making people lose their lives. People need to stop being so happy to find out someone's secret, or, you know, or just put somebody's business out there without really, really thinking about the consequences. Who cares if TMZ do it or if the Shade Room do it? For the most part, you're not a part of those entities, so it might behoove you to be more, you know, careful.
Yeah, and I do want to say that I don't agree with her actions. I don't agree with none of that what happened, but we got to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't agree with anything that happens. I don't think she deserved to die at the end of the day at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These DL men, if you're going to be down low, if you're going to be gay, just come out there.
Yeah.
Have the take on the convictions of your heart on when you're with these guys, and just face the music.
Yeah.
If this is really who you are, why do you care so much about who accepts you?
But and apparently there are women who like men who like bisexual men, and the women maybe are bisexual too. So I don't understand what the problem is keeping these secrets when there are women and men just like you out there. So that's the issue, is when you sit up there and take that decision from somebody and you mislead them and you deceive them. That's the issue. When you don't have to even do that.
They don't want to talk about it. I feel like these DL people just want to be in the victim side of the equation, to say, like, I have to be this way because you won't like me, you won't accept me, you won't date me. But like you said, you have to give people a choice.
Right.
You know, full transparency. is needed. It's, you know, it's not for just health reasons.
I think it's selfishness. I really do. Because because there are women and men who accept that they like it. I mean, I don't see where there's a problem is with that person. They think that they think that they won't be accepted, or it could be power. It could be a sense of power for that person. Oh, I'm not letting you know a secret. You know, sometimes that makes the person feel powerful, that they holding something against another person that the person don't even know that it's there. So maybe it's a power that that person is holding, that they're keeping from you. It's a secret they're keeping from you that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? You know, every day you're riding with that person, you got a huge secret that person don't even know about you. That is something like a KILLER. That they have that power over a person. The person don't even know what they're getting ready to meet their doom. The whole time, this person got something over you. They're your God at that time. You don't even know it. And the whole time they're cracking jokes with you. The whole time they're saying little things in you when you don't even know what the hell going on. It's a power that some of these people have that you don't even know is there.
I mean,
that's another aspect.
I think that's a universal sense of power, because I know people and family, they'll know something about a certain family member. Everybody's talking about it, but no one won't say anything to that family member. So they're walking around and, you know, making faces and making little, you know, side comments, and nobody knows, but the person doesn't know, but everybody else does. I think some people, like you said, it is a power trip.
Yeah, I think it gotta be, because for people to try to turn it around as making down low men or down low women a victim, come on, it's more to it than that. That is ridiculous to me. It's ludicrous. It don't even make sense.
I'm over this whole conversation of gay people and their lifestyles and stuff like that. I miss the 80s and the 90s where you knew it was out there, but it just wasn't on blast.
Right.
Now it's on blast, and it's like they all want you to be okay with their lifestyle.
And the thing is we're okay with it. But like I'm saying, they're making the big deal. We're not. We happy. We love. I love everybody. I know a lot of people. We love everybody. It ain't even no big deal. But because in their mind, they're making it out like it should be this big deal, and they're the ones causing the problem. When we're like, we love you. What is the problem? There is no problem.
But some people don't love them, and for some people, it's a big deal. It's unnatural, and it's not something they want to be a part of. I think those people should have a right to their say too, without constantly being called homophobic and whatever else is there to call them. Some people are not going to be down. Let people live.
Those people don't have to agree, but guess what?
It's like they want the whole world to be okay with them.
That is true. That is very true.
Like, come on, if this is who you are, be you. I don't have to be, and everybody else don't have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a mission to make everybody okay with it, and people are just fighting left and right.
Right.
It's crazy.
Because you're trying to take somebody's rights. You can't take nobody's rights to the First Right Amendment. You just can't. You can't tell somebody about how to behave, or you making them agree with you, and when taking away their opinions and all this kind of stuff.
And people have a right to their conviction.
Right.
Let people have their conviction.
Right.
It comes from somewhere unfair that you don't know of, but the point is, this is a person, this is how they feel. I wish people would just let that ride.
And then too, you got to be respectful. If you feel that way, then you need to, if you want me to give you that respect, you need to give me the same respect.
Right. This is why I personally stand with Lil Boosie. I thought his rant was not only hilarious, but it was great. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how it's. I'm thinking back when I was 12. Like, I didn't even really make my decisions on schooling. So how can I make a decision on my sexuality? So weird to me. And I really feel like the other caller who said, like, if he didn't have all the money he had, would this be so much of a
I think because he is Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Another interesting thing, I don't know if he really talked about it. I stepped out for a little bit, but
okay, I'm gonna give you give you 30 more seconds.
Okay, this thing with TSCC, what is going on with that?
I don't even know.
Bless Watkins is going to, like, everybody is on Bless Watkins. And I'm like, what happened? I missed quite a few of their videos.
I really don't know. That's why I didn't even bring it up, because I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely something jumping off there.
All right,
also,
thank you.
Ken Blaine.
Oh, I'm gonna let you go so I can take the next call.
Go ahead. I'm sorry,
bye-bye.
I didn't mean to talk
No,
so
you're
long.
fine. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
All right, we're back. It's in the car now. Hello, what is your comment?
Hey, Miss Nicole, it's Stunner from the Bushes.
Hey, oh Lord, Stunner gonna put it all in perspective. Okay, Stunner, what is your comment on everybody? Me, the callers, the chat, everything.
Well, first of all, happy Thursday to you. You know how we get down.
Thank you. Happy Thursday to you.
Very, very blessed and honored to be a part of another one of these Car Chronicles, the most lit calling show on YouTube.
All right.
Hands down, period. You know, let me just put that out there first. It's a lot of things to touch because this is an interesting situation. So I'll start off.
It is.
Yeah, I'll start, and a man's perspective is needed. So hopefully, you know, there could be some clarity. I'll start off with Dwayne Wade and Lil Boosie. Now, I do feel two ways about it. I think that we do come into our own as sexual beings at an early age. Where I grew up at, girls had babies at 12 and 13. Mm-hmm. And so naturally, they had feelings, they had hormones, they knew that they were attracted to boys, and they had sex. A lot of people don't know how to deal with homosexuality until they have a gay child, because that's a whole nother beast, because you don't know how to nurse that problem. Because it comes out of the blue. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody on here knows that I don't hide from my sexuality. I'll tell you I'm gay, but the reality of the situation is that wasn't an easy choice. It wasn't an easy road to walk, particularly when you're a masculine guy. So I'm gonna say this: at 12 years old, I think that they should definitely let him figure out who he is and embrace who he is. And that is very important, because there's things out here like suicide, and there's so many people that get ostracized and kicked out from their families just by being who it is that they are, and they cannot change that. So they do need to allow him to embrace that. Now, when it comes to hormones or when it comes to castration, I think that they should definitely wait until he's an adult, because he may want to reproduce. And if he takes like testosterone blockers or something that doesn't allow him to produce sperm, then he'll never become a father. And I think that they should at least give him that opportunity to become a parent before they start tampering with his system. And so I do agree with that. I don't think that they need to cut off his private parts, nor do I think they need to start him on hormones at 12 years old, because his mind may change somewhere down the line. He's a young kid who's figuring out who he is, and he may decide at 14 that he doesn't want to be a girl anymore, and he just wants to be a gay man. So I think that they need to hold off with, you know, mutilating his body or putting hormones into his body, because I think 12 is a little bit young, but I think that they should wholeheartedly accept him and embrace him. And I think for an NBA player who is the epitome of a machismo man to publicly embrace his super effeminate child, because his other sons are really good in basketball, like LeBron James' son and a lot of basketball players that I grew up watching. They have sons that followed in their father's footsteps, and it has to be very difficult for a man to watch his son be a very effeminate being with feminine energy. A lot of guys would definitely shun their son, beat the son up, say, I'm going to toughen you up, I'm going to make you a man. I think that he chose to love his son, and in the end, love always wins. And so I feel two ways about that. So I feel like he should support it and embrace it, but I also feel like if they're going to start giving him, like I said, hormones or thinking about like cutting off his private parts. I think that 12 is a little bit too young for that. They need to give him the chance to at least give being a father a shot, because that may be something that he wants to do
Yeah,
down
we
the
didn't
line,
even
because
touch
he
on
is,
that. Yeah, we didn't even touch on that.
yeah, because he's really young. He's really
Yeah,
young. So
yeah.
they don't need to allow him to go through like a physical body transition that young, because again, young people's minds change. But if the guy says that he wants to wear nails, or the young lady and she wants to be a girl, and that's coming out of him and that is who he is, the best way to save him from being in spaces where he will be another statistic is to give him the love at home.
Yeah,
Because if you don't do that, then they'll eventually go seek love elsewhere, and you can put your child in a dangerous situation when you decide not to accept who it is that they are. So it's very important and imperative to be open with your children and try to deal with the uncomfortability of their differences, because a lot of people on here do not raise and have not raised gay children, and you don't know how you're going to react to that
Yeah.
situation until you're in it, because that has to be a difficult thing, because my family dealt with it and it was a very difficult thing.
Well,
And
see,
so
I just see, because I work with all kind of children, and it may not be gay, but I work with all kinds of children with disabilities, all kinds of disabilities, and I've seen what a lot of parents go through, with these children with disabilities, and so I'm just saying, I think at 12 years old, I mean, I just think that the therapeutic part, the loving part, the support, and all of that, it comes from home. It comes from the
absolutely,
parents. It comes from the environment, the siblings. We talk, and like I said, I don't want it to be where it's the biggest thing going on in a 12-year-old's life. Cause see,
right,
that's just how I feel. Because even with me working with special needs children and things like that, one of the things that we definitely do, all of you all are the same, you're equal, and we don't treat none of them no differently.
yeah,
All of y'all are the same to us, everybody.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
just how it is. We don't really talk about if we in a wheelchair or somebody got the leg. We don't talk about none of that. All of you all are the same. We love you all equally the same. So I just think that when with all this outside stuff and all this, oh, it's uncomfortable. No, there is no uncomfortable.
yeah,
Just me. Just because, but everybody's not like me. Everybody's not raised. Grew up taking care of people all their damn life like me. So
yeah,
I'm just for people watching the show. I'm just thinking, just definitely listen to your child, love the same things you would do with anybody, all your children anyway. The
right,
thing is when it comes to stigmas, like what we're discussing, we act like it's a big deal. You do want to talk to your child about everything.
yeah,
You don't. If you are already a loving parent, then it should be easy. Because you're
yeah,
already talking to your child. You're already giving your child affection. You're already, being there for your child, not your child friend. So to me,
yeah,
a lot of these people who's having all these difficulties, maybe these are the people who don't talk to their children.
right, right. And I agree. And I equate it to like being in a rich white family, and then all of a sudden having a black child, and then having to deal with that, and you didn't see it coming, because you felt like you were just going to have a white, privileged, heterosexual child, and then here you go having a black child. That black child in America is going to have to experience some different things than a white child. So at 12 years old, if you have an effeminate boy, a gay child, you do have to meet him with a little bit of extra attention, because his life is going to be different from the quote unquote normal brothers that he has that are into things that society finds acceptable. And I do think that, like, I don't think that that is their primary focus. I think these are rich people. So I'm sure that they're going to amusement parks, they're going on vacations, they're taking trips. I'm sure that as a whole, the kid is being a kid, but I think that he's very extreme with his femininity, and that does happen in some gay men. And I think that the fact that, like I said, he has a professional father that's an NBA basketball player that's embracing who he is, I find that to be admirable, but I don't want them to do anything to tamper with his ability to procreate, because I think that that's a stretch, and they're robbing him of an opportunity to be a biological parent. And so I think that there's a fine line that they need to walk, and that's how I feel about that. So with Bootsy, I agree with what he said, kind of, sort of, but in another way, I don't agree with what he said, because what's going to happen is Bootsy, just because Bootsy's sons don't appear to be homosexual, doesn't mean that they're not homosexual. And then when you say condescending things like that, what's going to happen is Bootsy's going to have a gay son and then have to deal with that. He may have to eat them words. Sometimes we just don't need to comment. We need to just leave things alone and just allow love to win and let that be that. But
you know what? I think, in my opinion, you and Boosie are kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah, no, we are saying the same thing, but and to move past that, me and Boosie are saying the same thing. But tonight was a great show, because what was missing was a perspective of a guy. And so,
but we've had men call.
No disrespect to none of them, but you know what I'm saying? Because it's like ultimately, you know, with guys, okay, like so I used to date females as well.
Okay,
and so,
did you let them
I
know?
can remember.
Did you tell them that you were
absolutely?
Okay.
Well, at the time, I wasn't dipping and dabbing. I was exclusively dating females.
Okay,
like I never crossed the two. Like when I stopped, I completely stopped. I wasn't DL or living on a DL lifestyle. I never did none of that. Like when I made my choice, and I stood on it. I wasn't doing both, because that's too confusing, too much to keep up with.
Yeah.
And so yeah, plus I'm a respectful dude. I don't get down like that. But what I'll say is, for guys, right, women like to go get their feet done, nails done. They like to have girl talk. They like to do things that are womanly. And so with guys, we like to have guy chat. We like to talk about females. Still to this day, I talk about the big booty girl with my homies, and you know, we like to watch sports, and we like to kick it and do what guys do. But when a guy gets homosexual attached to his name, men are not as open as women to accepting other guys that are homosexual. So when you have a masculine guy and he gets put out the closet as on the DL, his whole life is going to change. I'm not saying that makes him a victim, and I'm not saying that you need to lie to a female that you're dealing with and be deceptive, because those two things are wrong. What I'm saying is he got to walk into a whole social ostracization because of who he is. It's totally different from a woman coming out being a lesbian. There's a double standard, because males are looked at as a stronger sex. So if you're a guy and people don't assume that you're homosexual and you come out the closet as homosexual, you may have all your homies and the life that you love on Monday, and then on Tuesday, none of your homies are going to speak to you. They're going to look at you like the plague. Because believe me, when I first came out, because I never hung with like females, I never was a feminine guy. And so when I first came out, a lot of my homies, some of my homies that I love like brothers, looked me in my face and did not speak to me at all, like I did something to them.
Yeah.
And my thing is I'm not a weak guy. I had to deal with that, and I had to eat that. A lot of guys that are on the DL, they're not ready for their life to change. They just want to be guys. And that's something that women cannot understand. So I get what it is that y'all are saying. Y'all ain't men. I get it. Some guys just want to be guys. They want to hang out with the fellas. They don't want things to change, and they don't want gay attached to their reputation, because gay means less than a man, and some of us love our manhood. I love being a man. Like I'm a guy's guy. I love being a man. Just so happens I'm a gay man, but I'm a guy's guy. I'm not into feminine things, so to speak. That's not my story. And there's a lot of guys that are like me. So if you're on the DL, you're going to be fearful of how society is going to perceive you, because, like I said, there's a double standard. Men are not received the same way women are received.
What kind of advice can you give? What kind of advice can you give to men who are down low today that might be watching my show?
Well, the first thing I could say is, if you a down low guy,
I don't know. I mean, because I'm a woman.
Yeah, if you a down low guy, the first thing you need to do, out of respect for women, because see, there's some guys that are bisexual as well, and so you got to pick and choose the people you're going to deal with very, very, very strategically. So what you may need to do is deal with a bisexual female that's okay with dealing with you as a bisexual male, that's not going to put your business out there. That way you're not leading her down no blind path, because that's when it gets disrespectful. And if you feel like you have to satisfy your sexual urges with a male, then what I think you should do is just exclusively deal with males and leave women alone, because I feel like women don't deserve to be misled in that way. And some gay men are very nasty and promiscuous, and that can be dangerous to subject women to, because there are diseases out there. Now, I'm not trying to say that gay men have diseases, but what I'm saying is it can be promiscuous when you're leading a sexually irresponsible lifestyle, and you definitely need to protect women if you don't want to come out the closet, because see, coming out the closet, like I said, for a man can be suicide.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But see, we got the women part, because we've been speaking. I've been speaking as a woman.
Yeah.
So we've been, speaking to women, because mainly a lot of women are in my chat. But if you are down low man, what is the advice you can give to him when dealing with the man?
When dealing with being in a relationship with men, or dealing with like their friends?
Just the friends, and because dealing
you know what? You know what? You know what? It would be lovely, Miss Nicole, if I could change. It would be lovely if I could change the world. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off. It would be lovely if I could change the world, but I can't change the world. If I had a magic wand and everybody could just accept people for the content of their character, like Martin Luther King said, it would be a beautiful thing. That's an ideal world, but in the real world, when I go to the barbershop and I sit down and I'm having God talk, it's definitely faggot this, faggot that. When you talk to guys, the way they talk about gay men, guys don't accept gay men. And that's a bro code that we have amongst each other. If you take a look, because this ain't nothing new. If you went to high school, wherever you went to high school at, you always know that there's a guy that they call a sissy, and the sissy is jumping rope with the girls, and the sissy is best friends with the girls, and the sissy is hanging with the girls and shopping with the girls. He may want to hang with the guys too, but the guys ain't trying to hang with no gay guy. That's how we are as men. And as black men, we are hyper masculine. As black men, we can be toxic with our masculinity. So it's a whole nother ball of worms that you have to really deal with when you're a black gay man. Because see, when I walk out in the street, people don't know who I am. I just do what I do. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. So guys will talk about gay people in front of me all the time. But then they'll use the excuse of, well, I don't got nothing against him. Just keep that shit away from me. That's what they'll say on a politically correct tip. But when they talking to their bros or they indoors, they don't want gay guys or gay people nowhere near them. Guys are different. And some guys feel like once they come out the closet, you are throwing your whole manhood away. And that'll make you want to kill yourself. Particularly when you're comfortable with being a man, like when being a man is what you identify with and you're happy with. When you come out the closet, the first thing people are calling you is faggots and sissies, and that's a war on your manhood. And guys, even straight men, the manhood is fragile.
Now I'm gonna give you 20 more seconds because we got another call.
All right, so I just want to. I'm gonna wrap it up by saying that
very deep,
That was it. That was it. Because I don't really want to touch nothing else. I could briefly touch on the Jay Wilson thing, but I really don't care to talk about that. The only thing I'm gonna say is, that woman didn't deserve to die. If you on the DL, it's gonna be a tough life to live, but you need to be true to yourself. Don't lie to women. Be sexually responsible. And if you have like the woman that was saying that she wanted people to accept us, and it's not like a race thing and things of that nature. It is a civil rights issue, and people need to be careful how they talk about gay people, because if you have a gay child, you're gonna have to deal with that, and it's a tough issue. So that's it. That's all. That's all I want to say. Get a man's perspective and keep it moving. Thank you so much for allowing me to utilize your platform.
Thank you, Stunner, for calling in. Thank you.
You already know. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, maybe this will be the last call. We've been on almost, 3 hours. Hey, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. What is your comment? We done been on a long time, y'all. Oh, my God.
I'll be very brief. This the real man that calls you. But here's my
Mr. Yamin.
The topic with Dwayne Wade's son. I just think that is the crux of it should be situated more on gender identity than sexuality. I hear people saying, "What is all this talk about sexuality?" If you have to ask that, that's because you're misguided a little. Just in your approach. That's it. We don't know if his 12-year-old former son, now daughter, could grow up to like females and be a lesbian if he transitioned, and that's realistic too. A lot of people that's not associated with the LGBT may not know about that, but that's a reality that there's some men that are M to F, which is male to female, trans women. That's my opinion. I don't think that they're equal to women. That's my opinion, but they are trans women. But I don't think they're equal to biological women. And these people who are lesbians, they like women. And as a matter of fact, what's the white one name that was the athlete? You know, Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, I don't know how many people believe him, but he claims he likes women. And but that's not uncommon. I've seen black transgenders say the same thing and actually make out with women. So, but that's a reality too. We don't even know if it's an issue of sexuality. As a parent, I wouldn't be even gearing my 12-year-old towards any sense of sexuality. And the reason I would do it with the assistance of professionals and counselors is because they do encourage them towards the path of their gender identity, not their sexuality. I don't think that that's appropriate for any 12-year-old, male, female, heterosexual, or non-heterosexual. Thanks for the talk. Get those thumbs up, y'all.
This is a heavy conversation. Okay, let's take. I think one more person was calling in, so I'm gonna let that person call in. One more. All right, thank you, Yami. Man, this conversation is just very heavy. All right, what is your comment? You're gonna be my last caller.
Great. Nicole, I was just wondering, have any of you people ever heard that Dwayne Wade's son speak? Have y'all ever heard him talk?
I haven't never heard him talk.
If you listen to that young man talk, or young lady, or whatever, you would understand that boy is intelligent. That boy has an education out of this world. That boy is very well spoken. And I will go so far as to say he's probably more educated than everybody in this room on this phone. Real talk. Yeah. Go listen to that boy talk.
Well, you know what?
To the way that
to defend his intelligence over our intelligence, he should be more intelligent because their parents are millionaires. They're taught very differently than the way we were taught when I was in school. I'm 48, so they are learning things very differently. So I will say that I will give you that, you know, and I mean other people in my chat, they may concur or they may not. Okay, go ahead, Terrence.
Yeah, and another thing that and growing up myself, I was always taught growing up by my parents is the measure of a man is what he can bring to the table. That's the measure of a man, not how tough you are, not how masculine you are, or anything like that. And my bank account says all man, all day long. And I'm gonna end on that.
Okay, so your money defines who you are.
My bank account says all man, all day.
But what if my bank account is great and I'm a woman?
Because when push comes to shove, this man right here, I got something to bring to the table. More so than that football player over there, or that basketball player over there, or that construction worker over there, or whoever. That's what I was taught. The measure of a man is what you can bring to the table. That's the measure of a man, not your masculinity, not how tough you are, or who you can beat up, or how good you can play basketball. None of that.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right.
And for everybody who wants to know, when I'm going to make me a page, Nicole, and when I make my page, I'm going to take care of you. Because like I said, I'm not going to give you a way to dox me. I'm going to super chat you because I was told that I can't be doxed if I super chat. I learned that much watching.
Well, I don't dox, but okay.
I know you don't, Nicole, but I'm not giving nobody, you know, that opportunity.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in and being the last caller.
All right. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Bye-bye. You know what? I still feel like, y'all, it's so much that we still didn't touch on. This conversation is just so broad. Oh, wow. Well, you know what? You know, I just feel so sad for all those individuals, you all, that have those insecurities, or it may not even be insecurities. I just feel sorry for all those people that's going through that, basically. That's what I want to say. Everybody that's going through I just feel so sorry for them. I mean, oof. And it's got to be so rough, because even me, I'm not going through that, and my life was kind of hard. You know? So imagine, you know, that's why my take on it is just love and understanding, support. You know, that's, you know, I think even though I got great, my mom is okay or whatever, I still feel like I could have gotten more of that. I would have been a different person than I am today myself. You know, not that I didn't get that, but I'm sure I still could look back at times when I really needed and I didn't have, you know, and I just compensated, you know, to be the person that's before you today. So I just, you know, we the best thing I can say to you all is prayer. Prayer works, you know, just prayer works, and love and support, understanding, being there for that loved one or that child. All right, y'all. Oof, this was a long show. Long. This show was, I mean, man. All right, y'all. We getting ready to go. Shoo! And guess what, y'all? Look. Everybody in school today was thinking that we not coming to school tomorrow. They was like, no, we gonna be off tomorrow. It's gonna snow all night. I was like, y'all, it's gonna stop snowing around 7 o'clock. I said, it's not gonna snow all night. No, we ain't coming in tomorrow. They all happy. I'm like, these people are so crazy. If they don't get themselves ready for school tomorrow, okay, I said it. I'm gonna be ready for school work in the morning. Okay, and it stops snowing. I love y'all. This was a good conversation. Hopefully other platforms will open up the conversation, open up the phone lines for people, so people can get out their frustrations or whatever's going on, so they can have somebody to talk to, even if it's via my platform, via the phone, via my car. Okay, I'm willing to listen and try to help the best I can. Okay. All right, y'all. My name is Miss Nicole Tyler. Thank y'all for sitting here with me for 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. And I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow night, okay? You all stay warm tonight, okay? It is 34 degrees outside, but it's nice and warm in my car. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Mwah.